Hello, everyone. We are live with a Season 14 semi-final match between Schmid and Kurtis. Schmid is playing this Convocation list here, and it's up on Longshanks. He's bringing Crimson Dynamo. He's bringing Shang-Chi Rhino. Taskmaster is helping out. Ultron. And here we go. We got Kurtis playing Hellfire. He's bringing all the splashes as the nature of the affiliation goes. I'm going to let them know we're live. Joining me on commentary is Johnny. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, it seems like it's been so long since we got to watch a Kurtis Schmid game.
Yeah, of course.
And
They were playing in the finals of the Lunch Meet 21,
it was, yes, literally last week, pretty much this exact same day. It's
and
like the Doctor or whatever, Doctor Manhattan meme of him just like staring off. It's year 2024. Month is July or whatever. I'm watching a game. The month is July. Playing, watching another game.
yes, yes. Also, just to point out, if anyone wants to go back and rewatch that game, it was probably, I would say, it's in contention to be game of the year right now. It was incredible.
It was a very good game. Yes, I was like it went both ways, and then it was just like this huge climactic finish. It was great.
Yes, that's right. Both players played out of their minds, and here we go with the priority roll. Kurtis has one priority here, and so we're gonna see if he chooses his secures or hold on. Looks like he already chose his secures, and we got Schmid's extracts, scrolls, extremis.
Yeah, it's a perfect combo. That's exactly what Curtis wanted. I'm pretty sure. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure Schmidt is also super comfortable on this like setup as well. I think he also has riots too. So it's like best of
Yes.
both worlds for both of them.
Oh, I think so. I can check there. Maybe I can check their map load here to just double check. Red is playing scrolls and extremis. Yep. So both teams had both of these missions in their roster, I believe. So, yes, they should be both familiar with how this plays out. And, man, yeah, this is pretty interesting. So, of course, both of these players were also part of the team Meat Men who were at squad goals, with Johnny, you being the third member.
That's right. Yeah, it's been kind of fun to just watch and commentate each other's games. Except maybe for Schmidt, he's absolutely hated watching like mine and Curtis's games, but that's okay.
What do you mean? What do you mean? He doesn't like watching your games?
Yeah, because me and Curtis are like two like very scenario focused
Oh,
players,
that's right.
and
Okay.
he's like this fighty guy who just wants to like live in the dirt with somebody and just like wrestle them down there, and then it's just like high minded scenario games of like double move throw, double move use a superpower,
Right.
turn is done.
Yes, yes. I gotcha. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, Schmidt has been very vocal about not liking that play style, or it's boring to watch. At least is what his opinion is.
yeah, for sure. But me and Curtis, we're just absolutely loving it. It's just so much fun and so great. So
Yeah. Well, we'll see if Schmidt can bring the action here against Hellfire, who are one of those teams that, yeah, just they like to get a scoring lead, ideally extracts, and then just basically do exactly what you said: double walk throw, displacements, things like that. We'll see if the healing on extremist will be on top of the Hellfire leadership healing. So we might see a character take 4 or 5 damage maybe, and then throughout a couple of activations heal most of that off. That's one of the reasons Hellfire is very strong on this crisis.
yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. I know Schmidt is like a strong enough and good enough player that he's not going to like let any of those models like kind of sit there and like heal over time and get like that passive regeneration. He's just going to try to focus fire stuff down and be like very selective about his targets. So it'll be interesting to like watch him like set that up and like kind of try to dismantle like the Hellfire's like healing abilities over the course of the game.
Yeah, I see. I'm sure that Schmidt has played into Hellfire enough to know the general ideas here. Leaving a character on one in Hellfire is not actually leaving them on one.
Yeah, I know it's just the apocalypse, like leaving with like one left. It could not go any worse. So, yeah,
Sooner in the chat is saying, "Please bring either on." He it doesn't matter who he has to play against, is what he's saying.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to either of my homies fighting Sooner and destroying him and bringing him down. So
Yes, yes. Of course, Schmid and Sooner had a match against each other at squad goals. He was part. Sooner was part of my team, the Grip It and Rip It, and we played a very tight match against your squad. And it came basically just a few things here or there, and it could have easily been you guys who advanced in that
yeah,
round.
exactly. Yeah, like when we were looking at the matchup, it was literally, well, we have three coin flips here. I guess we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
Pretty much like however it went, because we all just felt like both of our teams felt very favored and very good
Yes. Yes.
into
So
like the whole thing. So
yeah. So either way, it's gonna be, of course, a Grip It and Rip It versus Meat Man final, which is pretty. It's a pretty cool. I'm a big fan of like the competitive storylines that evolve over months or years, and this
me
is a
too,
very
totally. Yeah,
very cool and like epic battle that we're gonna have whoever makes the finals. So that's exciting.
yeah, absolutely. Do you know what threat they
They did 20. So
chose?
Schmid
Okay,
tabbed on the scrolls, which I'm guessing was him saying 20. So
okay, sure.
yeah, so we're gonna see. What do you think? We're gonna see Emma, Rhino, Bill. There you go. There's 12. He needs to build 8 more points. So do you think he goes like a Koye and two threes, or like Baron Zemo and Black Cat? Probably right.
Uh,
There's only two threes. So
yeah, with like this scenario, there are like a lot of points on there. I think Curtis is just going to try to go up like 3-1 and then just kind of ride that out. So I'm assuming there's going to be Black Cat Zemo and like Okoye. I know Okoye is like the Curtis special and he absolutely
yes,
adores her, especially on this where he can like kind of control a spot and bunker up. So
yeah. So then on Schmid's side, we've got Doctor Strange, Voodoo, and we have. Do we see Wong here? Is that like the? Do you think we're gonna start with that core? That would put us at 11, and then you go Rhino to go to 15, and then
I
you
th-
play. Do you have another? Does he have another five threat in there, or what?
he has Ultron still, so but I feel like Wong is so passive in this like
Hmm.
kind of game where like basically giving up 1 year like fight models and like two threat of like violence
So you could
isn't
play.
gonna be ideal.
You
So I
got
think
Bullseye
Magic might
instead,
come
maybe.
out.
Okay, Magic. I see.
Yeah, and to get like the affiliated core of like three, and then you splash like
And
two
then
other
you could play
characters.
Shang Chi. Then you drop Ultron for Shang Chi, maybe.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, Shang-Chi feels pretty good. Being able to like control and stagger models is huge. I fought against him for the first time last night, and that guy is a nightmare.
All
Holy
right, so
crap.
let's go through the list here. I'll go through these lists and cards. So we've got Schmid playing Strange. Oh, look at that Magic Voodoo with Shang-Chi and Rhino.
Well, there we
All
are.
right, there we go. We've got Ironbound Books, Plane of Poldock, Leadership on Strange, Sacrifice, Robbery, Brace for Impact, versus. All right, we've got Rhino, Emma, Beta Ray Bill, Bishop, and double twos, Okoye Toad with Recal, Robbery, Fallback, and Brace for Impact, and Hellfire Club. All right, we are a little off on the Hellfire, but we basically nailed it on the Convocation side.
Yeah, I kind of so it seems like Curtis once when like he knew that like Schmid was going to be 5 wide. I think he needed 6 wide just to like kind of be able to control the map, and having both Bishop and Beta Ray Bill kind of gives you a like character throw on either side, like on either of the secures, so you can always like clear it off at the end and kind of get like the upper hand.
Yes, especially with
So that
Rhino being a size 4.
exactly, and you have like the Rhino weapon too of like a size 4, which I think he was assuming Schmid would play
Yeah.
Rhino. So
So Curtis is deploying Rhino dead center because he wants to have his Rhino within range 1 of his home extremist console. That means it'll allow him to activate the leadership on Emma, and Rhino will gain a power before he even gets to activate. So it's just a little bit of a extra power boost, maybe earlier in the round than you might expect.
yeah, it's really spicy. It got me in our finals game that we played somewhat recently, so not did not like that.
Yes, yes. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, this is going to be really interesting here. Bishop, I didn't expect Bishop, but he opted to drop down, basically drop down a Black Cat and Toad, or sorry, Black Cat and Baron Zemo, and opted for Bishop and Toad is like the base is where we're off on, which is interesting because Baron Zemo and Black Cat are just like insane pieces to leave behind. So it's interesting. Hellfire can do that though, right? They can just drop Baron Zemo and Black Cat like they're nothing.
Yeah, exactly, and just be totally okay. Yeah, and I think like Toad gives you a little bit more like control in the scenario as well, which feels pretty important. Like Toad has like the easy grab in the center. It's like pretty safe. He also can like pretty safely grab the opponents too, and not like overextend too much. So Toad feels like a good pick here, and then because you have Toad, you have to take like Okoye for like math purposes. So, but Okoye is also great on the scenario setup, so it'll be cool.
Yes, it will be. It will be pretty interesting. I'm excited to see Shang-Chi here. Of course, he wasn't immediately available when the top elimination bracket when the elimination brackets began, but now he after they unlocked the rosters for the semifinals and the finals, then he was able to be put in the roster and played immediately. So very cool to see Shang-Chi here. I've played him a couple times, played against him a couple times, and man, he's very strong.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah. He just has like so much control too, and being able to like if he somehow doesn't take damage, which is kind of likely, just being able to like completely like throw the enemy model on his healthy side is kind of wild.
Yeah, I know. It is pretty cool. It is, and the other ability on his other side, where he can, when he's targeted by an attack, so that means there's no damage restriction either. You pay
Right.
three
Yeah.
power, then you get to advance Shang Chi, and then place the character that attacked him within one. So like, it's just a horrible position to be in if you're trying to attack Shang Chi on his injured side, and of course he has one extra health too. So it's just like this guy's he is a definitely a problem to play against, or he's got very specific weaknesses, but sometimes they're very hard to put your characters in and capture his weaknesses or take advantage of his weaknesses because he's like right in your face.
Yeah. Absolutely. Emma definitely is gonna do an okay job of hurting him though, because he only gets his rerolls within or his blanks within three. So her like ability to like kind of pressure him at range is really cool, and I guess Bill could use some of the storm if he's kind of in a spot where it's like, okay, well, I don't need to do anything else. Might as well
Yes.
attack Shang-Chi, right?
Yes, that's right. The D
So,
shapes do make it a little tricky because you won't be able to hit a range 4 attack from one extremist to the other.
right.
So it'll basically if you're attacking Shang-Chi outside of outside of range 3, you're probably not standing on a secure, I would imagine. But let's see. This game could get pretty messy. Looks like the characters are all deployed. So we've got Rhino on Schmid's right flank. He's facing off against Bishop, Emma, and Okoye. And then we've got Strange deployed dead center against Rhino and Toad. And then we have Magic deploy and Voodoo deployed against Beta Ray Bill to some degree. Beta Ray Bill is still hedged towards the middle quite a bit. So let's see what happens first. Kurtis has priority, so he's going to make the first pick. I think we might see a Toad grab right away to start things off.
Yeah, it's either going to be the Toad grab or Bill coming and grabbing the Skrull on the flank. So, yeah, okay.
Oh,
No, oh, he's just getting extra sad. Oh, no, maybe
there's no
he's thinking
Wong.
about
There's no
it.
Wong here, so Strange can't teleport and get a double tap onto the midline as an opening. But yeah, Curtis is deciding which scroll to get.
With range 5 on his dagger, I think he might just barely be able to reach Toad. It's really close, but I think he's, yeah.
Looks like
Oh,
Bishop. He's opting to go with Bishop here. Oh yeah, so I didn't say Shang-Chi was also on Rhino's flank here. So Shang-Chi's up against Bishop, Emma, and Okoye. Bishop having the wild reverse pierce is probably going to be pretty helpful against Shang-Chi, who has a crit shield stagger trigger.
oh, you
So
know it. Yeah.
it's gonna probably disrupt the stagger often, or at least in theory it will, to be worth it or to be a strong way to counter it.
All right, Bishop 6 a landing, so he doesn't get pushed over into Schmidland. So it's all right for him. He'll take that. So,
Okay, we're seeing Schmid double walk here. He's
well, I think
looking
he's gonna
at
go
going
and just
for
be a bully and take a. I love it, especially
right.
with like the defensive bump and everything. This feels kind of cool,
Yeah,
and it
this
like puts
is
Rhino in this really like neat spot.
That's right. So now, yeah, he's Schmid told me right before you jumped into the chat for this game, he was saying how he was looking to play aggressively right off the bat. So this is exactly what we're seeing happen. He does not get pushed, which is
Hell yeah.
great for Schmid's Rhino. And also, it means that if Kurtis either has to put Bill on the midline where he can get attacked by Voodoo and Magic, or he's gonna have to put a Toad, for example, which is happening now. He's gonna have to dive Toad a little bit here.
Yeah, which seems fine. It's not the worst thing. Like, Toe's gonna be like slippery enough, and between like heals and everything too, he should be okay.
Yes, so Toad is going base to base with Rhino here. This is to prevent a scroll push from pushing him towards Strange any further than that.
Who cares about scroll
So
pushes? They
now
don't exist
it wouldn't have
anyways.
mattered. Yeah, so he gets the
Yeah.
block, but it wouldn't have. Yeah, exactly. If he pushed him, it wouldn't have made a big deal. All right.
Yeah, it would have been like perfectly like parallel, which yeah, it's fine.
Looks like Schmid's growing with Magic here to grab the other scroll on the flank. And I think the idea here is to leave Voodoo without a scroll. It keeps the power on Voodoo and sets him up to, like, he's going to be able to rotate Voodoo without having to worry about giving a scroll to Kurtis. And
Yeah, no,
she
it's
also hits a crit here. Look at that.
wow.
They all got it. All right.
The scrolls don't exist, I guess.
Yes, yes. I'm sure they're
That's
both
great.
pretty happy about that for the most part. All right.
Yeah, and with so Schmid taking with like Magic 2 also means that he has a lot of pressure on the, I guess, my left extremist council. I'm like on Schmid's POV. So, anyways, like he has like two models there, and Bill is not the best fighter into either of those either. So, if like Kurtis does want to come and contest that, he's going into like two kind of spooky models for him, and it's
Yes.
pretty good, yeah.
So,
And
Kurtis might be a little traumatized putting Bill anywhere near Voodoo. The last time he did that against Schmid,
that's right.
he won the game off the back of a double attack KO or daze into Bill to win the game on the spot. So, yes. So we'll see if that affects Kurtis's gameplay at all. But
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Although I think it was like the blade one-shotting Toad that might
of
have been.
course.
I think that might have been a little spicier of the two interactions at the end there.
Yeah, of
But
course.
even so, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It was still pretty epic. All right,
for
the
sure,
whole
yeah.
thing was very epic. Okay, so looks like
Man, Magic
Kurtis.
is three-threat blade anyways, so
That's very fair. Oh yeah, I love it. Okay, Okoye setting herself up for bodyguards here, and she's gonna be put on the points. So she's gonna have 3 power at the beginning of round 2 once Kurtis uses his Hellfire leadership, which is a decent amount if you're gonna want to be tanking hits for an Okoye. So let's see. Let's see. Basically, this is just round 2 setup right here with Okoye here.
all right. Curtis is a hemming and hawing a lot over this placement on Okoye, but it feels kind of important. You kind of want Rhino on like the back point too, for like in the next turn. So assuming he doesn't go in charge, Schmid's Rhino. But if Rhino does have to attack the other Rhino, Rhino can always like bump after the attack after he's placed within 1. So he's weirdly enough, if he ever takes damage from a Rhino attack, he's kind of immune to Rhinobbery. So it's pretty cool.
So one thing that's interesting here is that if Schmid gets a decent amount of damage um, onto Toad here, he might opt to teleport Rhino. There, look at we're seeing the range 3 place come out on Rhino to see where he could get if he did in fact opt to teleport Rhino with Strange's what's it called again? His scalpel.
Yeah, Scalpel, yeah.
So that's an option that Schmid is considering. I think that's also why he opted to look at Shang-Chi's double move ability to get to the home point in case like the range 2 wasn't there to do the teleport on Rhino. Let's see the
Right.
attack. Strange into Toad.
Well,
All right.
so you're
Well, does he
putting.
reroll this? He's getting 2
Yeah,
damage.
that's the
That's
question. Yeah,
enough.
you're putting 2 through right now. Is it worth it?
Does he YOLO it? He's getting enough. Like this is would be a little bit of greed.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So
I don't think you agreed this. You get
yes,
exactly what you needed. You have enough then for another scalpel next turn too, so you think you're golden here.
yes, I agree. I like the not opting to try to risk it all immediately here. All right, Toad gets to be put back on the points. You're giving power. You gave Toad free power, but he had to burn it anyway to play slippery. So there's a little bit of negation of like you're not just giving him total like. And Toad doesn't spend power very like effectively a lot of the times anyway. So it's not a big deal to
Exactly,
give
yeah.
Toad a little extra power. Ooh.
Yeah, Toad is like, of all of Kurtis's models, Toad is the guy you want to have extra power, so.
All right, he did scalpel Rhino and he put Rhino over on the other extremist flank. Very interesting. I'm not sure what the exact plan is here. I think it's maybe if he gets attacked, he can bump onto the secure. Is probably the general idea.
So you get the bump, and then also if like Rhino comes and steals it, Voodoo getting to 4 power is not too hard for that guy.
Right.
So he can just then like snap possess Rhino, take it back, and then just be back to where he is, you know?
Yeah, that's right. All right.
Yeah, so the question now is Emma going to like come all the way over to the point here? Is she gonna like attack a little distance? Because like Shang-Chi currently is probably gonna go and contest Bishop.
Yes.
So and then yeah,
But
I
if
assume
so,
Curtis will commit
what
Emma
happens if you
there.
put what happens if you put Emma on the midpoint and like win that point? Because Shang-Chi has no way to. But I guess you're putting her away from the action, is what Kurtis is probably thinking.
Right, exactly. And if
Oh
like
yes, yes.
and if you have like Shang-Chi, your 4 points tying down Curtis's like 8 threat, one of his like big throw models, that's pretty quick.
Also, if you put Emma on that point, Shang-Chi would definitely rotate. You've got, used 8 threat to capture 1 secure.
Victory point early on, exactly. And you can just abandon those two out there.
Yeah, so I think Emma rotating to the middle extremist seems reasonable. You could also just put her
Yeah.
in a position to double tap next round, although Kurtis does not have priority this next
Yeah, he will
because
not
of
have priority. He'll have
yes.
last activation, which is either going to be like Rhino or Bill, kind of like coming in, picking their spot. So
Yes. A very important point to call out too, though, that this is the first game we're seeing in the TTS League with robbery, and robbery has now gone to 4 power to play instead of 2. So both players are going to be dealing with that change, and we'll see how they adapt.
yeah, it's a big one. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, the kind of cool thing about like the robbery change is now Rhino can't use his whole ass kit when he plays it, because it used to be like 9 power to like do everything, including the pickup. Now it's 11, so he has to like kind of pick and choose. Like, does he want a character or does he want a terrain throw? Does he want to like slide away? In addition to like the robbery, so
Right.
and like that's giving up. A size 4 throw is basically giving up like a 9 die attack for free, was like what the math susses out to a little bit. So that's a lot of output that you're like potentially giving up to make that like character steal or like the scenario steal. So
Yeah, very interesting. All right, Shang-Chi just going right to the middle. He is abandoning that flank. One thing
yeah,
that's interesting that Schmid has brought this game is he's brought plane of Poldock. Convocation player can spend 3, and that character gets. You can basically Dark Rain if you're familiar with the Cabal card Dark Rain. You basically get that card, but only if you use Mystic attacks, and it works with any character on your team. A Convocation player just has to be the one to pay for it. Shang-Chi here has a 6 dice Mystic builder, and or it's physical or Mystic, and on top of that, on his injured side, he has a 10 dice Mystic spender if you pay 5 power. So where might I would imagine we are going to see something like a Convocation player spending the power, and then Shang-Chi might even open the round what like with an activation and just be using that 6 dice full rerolls is usually no joke.
yeah, you can pump out a lot of damage. You can probably manufacture your stagger as well. It just gives you everything. So and God forbid, like 10 dice reroll any is that does some damage as it turns out.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Looks like Kurtis is in fact might be a little. intimidated by Shang-Chi here and was looking at a range 4 attack, which is of course his summon the storm ability to put out shocks and outside of range 3. But
But
he's in range 3.
yeah, yeah, Kurtis kind of hoisted himself with that Toad slippery. Otherwise, he could have been like back just a little farther, shock the Shang-Chi good, but no, he's got to be within 3 for this.
I
So
think he's just gonna stay on the extremist point. The question is he gonna spend any power, or is he just gonna like maybe heal Toad? All right, so he's
no, I
going
think
for
you.
it.
Yeah, I think you like shoot Shang-Chi here.
Yeah, getting that
Yeah, getting the
shock
shock is
would
just
be good.
massive. That like lowers the trigger percentage really quite a bit.
Oh well, he does 3 into 1 block, so Shang-Chi does take 2 damage, and he will get a bounce off from the Convocation leadership.
Oh, and he's just coming right in. He's gonna go hurt somebody.
Yeah, he's
Love to
looking
see
he's
it.
looking to play big now. One thing that's interesting is that yes, Okoye is on the board. Shang-Chi can punch around martial artists with the Mystic attack, but Kurtis doesn't have sacrifice, so that might be an issue for him defensively if Okoye is out of position or maybe eventually KO'd, so or dazed or
Wait,
KO'd.
out of what model could like push Okoye out of position during Shang-Chi's
Oh
activation?
man, yeah, that's a good
Who could
idea.
do this?
Oh man, that's a
Yeah,
good
so the
shout.
first one gets like absorbed by Okoye. She gets like pushed away, and then second one is just like a nice clean attack.
Yes.
And Shang-Chi has a charge randomly too, so he's gonna get 2 attacks.
Yeah, yeah, he's pretty cool, pretty cool.
Yeah, what a neat guy.
Oh man, yeah. I played Shang Chi yesterday in a just a pickup game, and I charged into a range 2 character, and then I was able to use flow like water to get a short advance on top of that to put me
Nice.
into like the perfect range to be back on a secure that or like rotate onto that secure and also displace that second character with 1 inch punch. So also
That's so good.
I hit the stagger trigger on them too. So like
Great, perfect.
I was like, oh, this guy is awesome.
Just living the dream.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, so now we had Voodoo move up to the flank with Magic and Rhino,
Of course, yeah.
and now we're seeing Rhino trying to do an attack into Shang-Chi here. He's putting himself in range. Why is he putting himself in range 3? I don't understand. I
Because
guess
he's gonna,
just to fit for the attack.
yeah, he's gonna attack Shang-Chi. Yeah.
Ooh, 4 successes into 3 blocks on Shang-Chi. All right, there we go. So we're seeing 1 more damage on Shang-Chi.
Oh boy.
This gets Shang-Chi another bounce here, and
Uh,
also Rhino
it
places
will.
first, right? Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
what's
he
happening.
does.
That's
Yeah,
what's happening.
yeah. Curtis is measuring. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he was measuring the range 3 on Strange to make sure he didn't place Rhino inside of that range to be.
Yeah, yeah. Just getting like a double tap by Strange randomly is probably not gonna feel good for Rhino.
All right,
Uh,
so
I I do definitely like this of Curtis kind of like just body blocking the crap out of like this point and making it super hard for Shang-Chi to be able to like charge onto it next turn and be able to like get the free heal.
I mean I think that it'll still happen.
I think so too. Like
Yes,
he should be able to like kind of like go just behind Okoye, but it's still very it's smart positioning that like these
yes,
like top end players are like constantly thinking about and like trying to use like your bases as like a weapon too, in addition to like everything else you have.
that's a very good call. So now we're seeing a terrain
Uh,
throw into
he's getting
Shang-Chi.
punished
Are we gonna see a
by
brace
the van.
immediately?
I think you do. It's
Getting
4 damage coming into him. He doesn't have rerolls. He more than likely goes down. He needs like 3 blocks to survive
Yeah,
that.
having your Shang-Chi already on his injured side on round 1, I would not be happy about that. I would play the brace here as well.
Yeah, likewise.
Um, yes, you are setting up a situation where Bill can like double walk, throw your Rhino into your team, like into Voodoo and Magic, which is scary. But man, I think I don't know. You have to accept that. There it goes,
Yeah.
and the terrain will be destroyed, and Shang-Chi will stay alive here. We're gonna see the.
Eventually we'll get
Did
there.
we see the leadership already go off? Yes, it did. Yes.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah, well,
Okay.
talking earlier. So
Right. He must have done it while Rhino was still on the deployment line. All right. So it's 4-4. Schmid and Kurtis. Here we go. Blow up the van. Yes, that's right. It did. Okay,
Oh,
they
he threw
did.
the fountain.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So now we have Schmid to go here. I mean, I feel like the obvious choice is to go with Shang-Chi and do as much damage as possible. The problem that you could that's interesting here is that if you don't take out a character, all the extremist healing will just undo itself. So, is there any character that could play plane and would want to? I don't think so yet, because it would really hinder Doctor Strange's activation if you did do that.
Yeah, I don't think you plane here. I think you save it for a future turn.
Yeah, well, I mean Shang-Chi flipping and then getting a 10 dice attack seems pretty cool. So here's the
Yeah, it's not bad.
charge on
Yep.
Shang-Chi. I would imagine, right? Did he spend the power? He
Not
hasn't
yet. I think
yet.
he declared it. He'll get there. Schmidt's generally like
There it
tries to be
goes.
as lazy as possible. Yeah.
All right, he's going into Toad. We're
Yep.
seeing I think Curtis looking at when you have to declare the type of attack it is. So when you before choosing a target, you have to declare if it's physical or mystic. This allows you to make good decisions about sacrifice or bodyguards or like full like I guess more informed decisions. I'm sure he said mystic because Toad
Yeah.
doesn't have a weakness and Okoye does. Let's see what happens. 6 dice gets him 2 successes to the 2 blocks, so no damage here from Shang-Chi. He's going to spend a power here for 1-inch punch. This allows you to push any character within range 2 of Shang-Chi away short. So, or he can, of course, do Flow Like Water, which gets him a short advance. What are we seeing next? We're seeing a Koye reroll here. Was he hoping to reroll out of the... He was hoping to
He wanted to take a
reroll...
damage to get a second bodyguard.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So he's opting to push Bill,
Yep.
which is
Yeah, he was
interesting.
hoping he was. I think he was just like fishing
He
to like
gets the
get Bill
stun on
off the
Bill. No, no,
point or
no. He was
whatever.
doing it to get the stun on Bill.
Oh hell yeah! Get
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, there it goes. So yes, pay 1 auto stun basically. It's free. Oh yeah, he can also do that, right? Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
that's pretty cool too.
All right, so we're probably going into we're seeing Toad take the damage here
Yeah,
maybe,
I think it's Toad this time. Yeah.
but not enough yet. And Toad blocks nothing.
Oh,
He gets
got him.
him. Wow, perfect shot there on Toad. I
Yep.
think, right? That's probably yeah. There it goes.
Yeah,
Big
it's
hit
4.
for Schmid here.
Okay. Well, this is fantastic. Yeah. So this pops out. I assume he's gonna 1-inch punch somebody
Yeah, you could 1-inch
as
punch.
well.
So the 1-inch punch pushes a size 3, I believe too. So yes, you can't. So you could maybe just push Okoye off the points, give her a stun, and that also means you can't trigger leadership without damaging her. So it like puts it kind of might force an activation order change on Curtis's side, but
Yeah, it's
there it
like just
goes.
the best of everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing remaining after this will be to Schmid will want to heal first and then pick up the scroll because the scroll
Yes,
could push you.
that is the exact correct sequence. Yeah.
Yes. So, all right.
Oh boy.
I told the players to talk about the terrain before the game. So
Yeah, I think he's
there
just.
are guns that point out of this thing, and looks like they're treating the guns as part of the size 3.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. All right. So, whoa, did he heal already? He must have, right? Yes, he did heal. So now he's
Yeah, he
rolling the
dealt.
scroll.
Yeah.
He does get pushed by the scroll.
Oh, that's okay.
It's not a big deal. He's got the charge, right? So it's like,
Yeah, for next turn, the big deal is
oh, there you
potentially
go.
getting incinerated or lasered.
Yes,
But
outside of 4, Bishop can either
yeah,
hit you
Bishop
outside of
being
4
just out of.
or auto incinerate.
Oh, he has both. Oh,
Well,
this guy's crazy.
if
He has got
Bishop's
a range
within
4 gun.
3, yeah, and if he's within 3, it's auto incinerates. So it's like
Yeah.
you're in either way. You're in a little bit of a hurt situation from, yeah. So
Do you think Shang-Chi has cover with the little mirror poking out from Bishop? It kind of looks like
I
it.
don't think so. I'm okay. I'm doing the
That's
angle.
it's close,
I don't
yeah.
know. I see what you're saying because you can go any. Oh, look at
Yeah, because
that.
if you go from the far side to the far side, I think he it just clips.
Wow, this might be the perfect time to bust out the Telestrator and just talk about that here. All right, so let's see if this works.
Yeah, I
All
think they're
right.
literally looking right now.
We're looking, we're trying to draw a straight line here as much as possible. Look at that. I can't, all right, I'm not perfect, guys. But, like, I think, look at that. What do we think? Do we think that's.
It's tight. Yeah, I think they're gonna figure it out.
I think he's out here. I feel like I can draw a straight enough line. Count that as straight. Yeah.
It's going down and then to like a
Yeah, I
slight
know.
right
Oh,
angle.
yeah.
Yes, that's straight. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway. All right. So let's get out of it. Let's get out of this nonsense. That's fun. That was fun. We had fun, guys. All right. Back at it here. Let's see. Let's see what they do. Bishop is looking to activate.
Yeah, it looks like Emma's.
Oh, Emma is activating.
Yeah, it makes sense. You kind of want to save Bishop for later because he will have another throw on. Because he'll have enough money for a walk, throw, walk
Also, the bump
after
leadership could be used here if he takes damage.
Yes, the bump
Oh.
leadership's definitely going to happen. So
So look at that. Shang-Chi takes 2, lives on 1, and gets to bump outside of range 4 of Bishop, maybe? That's the idea?
I'm surprised that he didn't have cover against the Emma attack, though.
Oh, yeah, right. You're right. He definitely, he almost certainly did. But
Yeah, I don't know
it is
why.
optional, so
Yeah, okay. I guess he wanted the 2
yes.
damage.
I don't think he did, but I think it was just.
Yeah, no, I don't think he wanted the damage either. But
yes. Well, Shang-Chi's in the perfect position to use his superpower. That if you attack him and he takes no damage, you get to get is it thrown away? And it's
yeah, it's just a
any size.
throwaway.
There's no size restriction. So look at that. He's on 1
Oh,
health.
it's not even away.
Oh, it's
For what
any.
it's worth,
Holy
it's an
moly.
omnidirectional throw.
Oh
What
man.
a silly guy.
I'm so excited to play this guy. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's looking pretty spicy.
He did heal 1 on the console. Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right. So anyway, um, yes. So let's see what happens with Shang-Chi if he can live. Although he no longer has brace, I'm imagining a terrain or a character throw from Bill is one way for him to get Shang-Chi and take that scroll back.
Yeah, it's looking like a one-way ticket to the graveyard for Shang-Chi here, so
Yes.
it's just a matter of time.
Oh, gotta deal with that. All right. So we're seeing Magic just move and stay on the points. She is a 3 threat scoring 2 VPs, or probably will be by the end of the round, or like that's the hope for Schmid. And so that's usually a pretty effective way to use a 3 threat scoring 2 VPs.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's Magic is definitely going to have a lot less effect on like the battle than like Bishop will. So having Bishop be like the secure or the extract holder for Kurtis is kind of interesting, but like so every other turn with like his power economy, he'll be able to like walk, throw something, walk back. Whereas like Magic, however, is not going to have as like much. She might be able to like walk forward, shoot her like range 4 gun, like place backwards.
Yes, yeah.
So it'll be kind of interesting to see like the 2 effects of those as the game progresses, and which
Yeah.
like ends up contributing more.
That's right. The Magic does have the ability to take down Rhino, though, if she gets enough power with that 4. I think it's a 4 power cost spender with 6
Yeah,
dice
Dark
Mystic,
Clyde.
and
Oh
it's a
yeah.
Dormammu ability to attack, and you give a Bleed and Incinerate out for maybe a follow up. So yeah, she definitely has the ability to put down a Rhino if she gets the dice to be a little favorable for her. So
The only thing that sucks about attacking Rhino with that is he only has 2 defense dice on the Mystic, so you don't get as much like help and love in that regard.
I know, but it's all the more painful when she does get that.
It's true, yeah. If you like double skulls or something, oh, it's just the apocalypse for Rhino.
Oh man, oh man.
All
All
right.
right, so Okoye does activate here in order to shake the stun, and she still doesn't have enough power for bodyguard right now, so that's why we might see a leadership trigger. If we do see it, uh, Kurtis is. We are seeing it here. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, are we? Are we?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, Rhino
Okay,
stays
yes,
neutral because it's a friendly effect
yes.
with the Hellfire leadership. But yeah, everyone else though is getting all the money. So
Well, Schmid did the thing where we said that if he wants to win, he's got to take characters down from full before they get to use the leadership. And
exactly.
it's
Yeah.
only Toad, but Toad is a key piece in the extract rotation plan generally. So that might help. And Shang-Chi, you're basically might have to rely on his tankiness to come through on his injured side here. So let's see. Strange has just scalpeled himself in for all of his power and is looking to put 2 5 dice attacks into the enemy team. Let's see who he goes into here. This is interesting. I'm not sure. Okay, he's going into Okoye.
Yep.
He wants to do this. Does he?
Yeah, going after Okoye makes sense. She's like the weakest of the models over there. So
Yeah. Oh, Schmid forgot
and like being able
activation
to,
on token on Shang-Chi, which was confusing me for priority. I think basically that's the situation. If you took out Rhino or Bill or Bishop before they got to activate, you'd flip priority, and maybe Schmid is thinking about having an opening activation there.
yeah.
He rolls well, though. He puts how much damage on? 3 damage on
He put
Okoye,
three. Yeah.
and going for it again.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, it's
you're.
full
Yeah,
reroll.
he's
Yes.
just already rolling, not even worrying about it. Okay, you got three. Oh damn. Damn, damn, damn.
Wow, Okoye blocks like an absolute stud right there.
Yeah. Unfortunate, and you didn't get the one extra power either to like kind of like scalpel Bill or Rhino way away.
Yes, yes. Brady, this was the re-roll, so that's why he didn't explode the crit here. All right. So, all right, yes. So Strange didn't get a powerful activation, but at least he's set up decently well. Yeah, he's set up decently well to do it again, and maybe he gets better dice next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then with this setup, I wonder if you just kind of like send Rhino back to your own. As Schmid, you send Rhino back to your own extremist and just have him like kind of hang out there. Just like kind of threatening a counter Rhino if Rhino comes into him.
Yeah.
Bishop does have his 3 power now, so he does have like a walk throw online. I don't know if he has range from that side of Curtis's extremist to make it to the other extremist, especially with the car there.
Oh, like
It's
with
a
a double move, you mean?
Yeah, like double move and just throw
Oh,
like Rhino off of there. It's
yeah.
tight. Okay.
It is
All right,
tight.
Shang-Chi, you got this, homie. No, so close.
He blocks 2, and he will take a third. He'll take. He would take 2, but he takes 1 and dazes. So that was
Yep.
who threw that? Beta Ray Bill just threw the vehicle at him, which was
Yep.
interesting because why didn't he just throw Shang Chi? I guess I'm not fully understanding
Cause he
the decision
to
there.
throw. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't either. Maybe it's because it's getting rid of the cover for Emma and Bishop for next turn.
That's potential. Also, like maybe he's thinking that Schmid's Rhino might get the chance to throw it instead.
That too, yeah. And throwing terrain pieces before your opponent is always like such a big deal. To like just take potential damage off the board for them.
Right. So it looks like Bill did a
So
physical attack into Strange, who blocks 1, takes 3. That's a big hit into Strange there.
strange.
All right. Looks like Bill is pretty protected from getting pushed at all from the scroll. We do have a bump here coming in from Strange. And Schmidt has said before, there's 2 types of Convocation players. There's those who bump away and those who bump towards. And Schmidt is definitely the kind of guy that bumps towards your team when you attack him.
That's right. Oh, it's interesting. Okay, so I was wondering like what Bill's other action was. He actually cleared the stun there,
Okay.
which feels kind of important. Like being able to like keep the power econ on going on Bill seems so important. So that was good. I like that move quite a bit.
Yeah, very reasonable since the game is still like fresh. Bill has a lot of full. There's still lots of game to be played. You don't want to be sitting on that stun and regretting it on round 4 or 5 or something.
Exactly, yeah. That's like the last thing you want.
Okay, so we have Voodoo and Rhino versus Rhino and Bishop here. There's no very interesting. Schmid has avoided attacking into Kurtis's Rhino, and Kurtis obviously has been a little more play. The play pattern on Kurtis's Rhino has been different than what I've seen in the past, and I think that mostly might come down to the fact that the robbery card isn't immediately playable on round 2 without engaging in your opponent at all. So let's see. We're seeing Rhino try to clean up Okoye here.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, no martial artist because it's range 2. So this is let's see if he gets him. 2
Slapping her
Okoye.
for two. Damn.
Okoye does it again. There we
Yeah.
go.
I don't hate this. And then, yeah, I think like over there is fine. You can also then heal Strange, which feels pretty important too
Yeah, you
with
do
your
lose the
power.
power here, but yeah, not. Rhino doesn't want to be losing power. All right, he wants to be slowly. He wants to be gaining it up until he gets 6 to 8 now or something like that. Eight is the
Yeah.
maximum he can spend in a turn.
But if you're protecting Dad, that feels pretty important too. So
Yeah, fair,
might be
very
okay.
fair.
And Rhino already has the thing anyways. And if he's gonna like, cough it up through like Rhinobry, he's probably has to like take some damage.
Yes, yeah.
So he'll have the money to counter and come right back. So
Ooh, look at this. Kurtis measuring the place here. I
oh,
think he. What do you think? I think he's just
I
out,
think
but
that's there.
you think it's there? It's
I
tight.
think it's there. Yeah. Yeah, the media or like the large bases are huge and kind of deceiving, and they're always like slightly more than you
Okay,
think.
I think yeah. Okay, I believe it now that you're saying that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my God, I'm wrong. I can't
hold on,
believe.
hold on, hold on. Oh, I was
Okay,
right.
just
I
now.
was right. I,
Okay.
I just
Well, I mean,
flaked. I
how how
flaked.
how how can you blame me? Honestly, it's a pixel out.
Wow. Yeah, wow, man. Look at that. I should have trusted my gut. I knew he was out. Oh,
Okay.
look at this.
Sure. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
Dang,
Okay.
dang.
Pixel perfect.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Man, no
Okay.
wonder I win
Incredible.
games. Look at that. That was a good
Yeah.
call.
You've downloaded the pixels by playing 800,000 hours of TTS.
All right, man. 2,000 hours on TTS does that to a man.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yes, it does.
Okay, to be fair though, a lot of the TTS hours are spent sitting online overnight because I forget to turn it off. But
That's fair. Okay. So we'll
50%,
contribute like a
50%.
quarter of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But hold on, Kurtis has played 1,100 hours of TTS. Okay, so and Schmid I
Yeah.
think is sitting around 700 hours. So we've got quite a few hours of dedication of time have been put into this game. That's kind of a lot. All right.
Yeah. I've not looked what I have, but I've been playing like pretty much online since like 2021. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot.
I probably have a couple. Yeah.
All right. So we're
Okay.
seeing an
Well,
attack into Voodoo. That or is this into Voodoo? Yes, it is. And
yeah, that's
it's
individual.
he blocks one, takes two. Voodoo takes two.
Yep. He's coming on
But
in.
this means that the robbery is not online because Rhino will only have 3 power. And Voodoo now has a bunch of power with Extremist console to heal himself. So, I mean, maybe you just put some significant hits into Rhino here.
So Voodoo is kind of a sick play. He can attack Rhino, hopefully get like a couple power, and then you can just come and possess Beta Ray Bill
Right.
because you have 4 power currently. You literally
Just
need,
getting one more power. Well,
yeah, just one
you'd
power.
want two
And
to heal yourself on the Extremist before you leave.
sure, I mean that would be ideal,
You can get
but
it. You can get it.
yeah,
Sap,
yeah,
skull, and you're gonna get one from the attack almost assuredly because even though it
right.
would
Between
damage you.
like Wild Skull putting a damage through into like a 2 defense die, yeah, math is definitely in your favor to get at least one.
Yeah, that's I 100% agree. That's what we're seeing here. I'm sure we're seeing Rhino just healed on the Extremist, And
Yep.
there we go. We got a skull and
Okay.
a
Or we'll just
sap.
get a bunch of damage. All right,
So
cool.
you're gonna see 3 extra power on Voodoo at least. Looks like.
Yeah, with like tough
Yes.
hide, he takes one. It's like 1-1-1. Perfect.
Exactly. Yes. Now let's see if Schmid goes for it. So you're losing the VP you're winning on the secure here, but you're taking a VP from Kurtis and gaining a VP back on the scroll. So it does look like there's the heal and there's the possession. All right, good call on
Okay.
that line there.
Thank you. Thank you. Although I'm pretty sure Bishop. I guess Curtis is going to check it, but Bishop might just rotate down to the South Extremists Council and pick up that like same point, and they'll still just split 3-3, I think, or 3-4.
Well, Kurtis will win. Kurtis
It'll
will. Oh, sorry.
be
I
one,
think Kurtis will
two,
get more.
three.
Oh no.
Yeah, it'll be 4-3 then. Yeah,
Okay, for Kurtis, but he'll score he'll score three
yeah. I'll have
points.
all
Yes,
three, and
yes.
then that. Yeah,
So Schmid will. Okay, well, that's if Kurtis rotates Bishop to the open extremist,
that's true.
but it'll be
It might be
three
a
three.
little far. It's that movement's definitely close,
I
but
feel
Curtis might just go and contribute to the violence.
yeah. I feel like you could make it, but you want to see like the range 5 tool come out, or like
For sure, yeah.
tool? What's the tool that does like the medium
Uh
and
so so for medium it's like 15 inches of like threat range, so it's like a range 5 and a medium stick
right?
does that almost perfectly cleanly. So
So, okay, so Kurtis is opting not to take that path forward. He's opting to
yeah,
move in, and
just coming for the
he does
violence.
not have priority, and also he has Bishop does have an extract, so he can be off the secure and still benefit from the leadership. I
For
wouldn't.
sure.
So,
Yeah.
what do you think we're gonna see? We're gonna see a double move throw, or are we gonna see um, a double move throw, or are we
Uh
gonna see an
I
attack?
don't know.
Auto incinerate
There's
attack might be good.
auto incinerate's not bad, especially into like the opposing Rhino. Just coming in like healing Okoye more also isn't hateful.
There we go. Yeah, I think that's what Kurtis is opting to do is he's probably gonna burn power on Bishop, right? Because why not get Rhino far
Yeah,
away?
you'll be at throw power again next turn anyways. Or just throw Rhino. Okay, that works too.
Let's see. Oh, he's throwing
Or
strange. He's throwing
strange.
strange. Gonna clip Voodoo here. It's gonna let
Yeah,
both of them bump, which is pretty interesting.
yeah, that this might be a little goofum. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Well, we'll see. It'll allow Schmid to pick where he wants these characters to be to some degree.
Exactly. Okay, well, good job, Voodoo. You take the perfect amount of damage.
What is that? How's that a perfect amount?
Well, he could only. I
Oh,
guess
you're
he could
saying
block
okay.
3, but he
You're
takes
saying
1 damage, which is not more than he needs
realistically.
to like set up a bump, right?
Yeah, oh, I see you're saying. Yes, he got the one
Yeah,
damage for the bump, and he only took 1 damage. Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
All right. Oh, let's check that.
Oh well.
Let's do a clock check here. We've got 45 minutes left for Schmid, and we got 37 minutes left for Kurtis. The clocks are not
Yeah.
working on the overlay, so
Oh sure.
lots of
Yeah,
time
that's totally
left.
okay though.
This round is
Uh,
over. We're basically halfway through the game. They've got plenty of time left. So
I think we might be seeing the Schmid special here at the top of turn.
this plane of Plodok into a spender from Shang-Chi maybe, or what do you think, Jake? Something
No,
else?
the strange spender
Oh, the
here. I
strange
think it's
spender,
gonna.
range 2, just hit 3 models.
You might get 4. I think Koye is in 2
Oh
there as
yeah, you're
well.
right. You're right.
Actually,
Yes.
no, I think she's out because Toad
Mm.
and Beta Ray Bill's bases are like between them. It's tight
Yes,
on that
I'm
one.
sure we'll see the measurement go out here, but
I think so too. Yeah.
um, we won't be able to see a plane of Plodok or plane of Poldock ahead of time because there's not enough power on Convocation players to make that happen. But let's see what Schmid does here with his
Voodoo is
opening
3.
action.
He could
Oh
do it.
yeah, it's just the power phase will get him the third if he wanted to. There's Ironbound Books going up, making his team very his looks like Strange and Magic and Voodoo all get a little tougher here, getting to use their Mystic Defense or change attacks from physical into Mystic, which is a pretty interesting mechanic in the game. You can set up a bunch of different cute little plays like Ultron and Modok, which we've seen Schmid play those characters inside the Convocation in previous matches.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
What is
All
this? Is
right.
this a?
He's
Was this a
oh
move?
no, this is the he's scalpeling
He
himself.
scalpeled, and he just said, I'm gonna scalpel right to there." Okay, so
Yep.
he's now
Oh hey,
spending.
here's the strange bomb.
Oh, so he had enough just to do both. He had 10
Yeah, he
power.
had 10 power. Yeah, because he
Oh,
took the damage
I missed
from
that.
Beta Ray Bill. It set him up oh so perfectly.
Okay, well, he needs the wild for the condition removal, but he needs the
Oh,
wild shield.
yeah, he's
He's
just picking
re-rolling
it all up
everything.
though. Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
that's enough to Days Okoye, so who cares?
Is it? It's only one. Okoye.
Oh
Uh,
no, he only. Oh yeah, okay.
it was
Well,
yeah. She healed, I think, and that's kept her alive. So now we're seeing it
gotcha.
going to Toad, I believe, and we're gonna see if Okoye bodyguards this one as well.
I assume so. I think you just need like protecting Toad's activation, even if it's just a Toad activation. It still seems pretty important. So
Okay, yeah.
Toad
Kurtis
also
is.
could like Finders Keepers off a Bishop, hop, and then run away,
All right,
which
he's
doesn't feel
gonna take
terrible.
this. If Toad lives, he can slippery away to prevent him from getting hit again. He rolls
Yeah.
nothing and Toad goes down. There you go. He's gone.
Yeah. Oh, and he hit the trigger too. How
Yes,
convenient.
he gets a heal on all his characters, range 2, I believe, which
Yep.
is only strange in Voodoo. So, but that's a win.
That's that's still 2 health that you didn't have before. So
Okay, we're seeing it going to Bill now. 7 dice Mystic. Oh, there is what you want to see. But Bill blocks pretty good here. Doesn't not going to take much.
so currently he's taking 2. Do you re-roll all of it, or do you like take the 2
He's taking
damage?
the
I
2.
think he takes the 2.
All right, Bishop now. He's got the reverse Pierce. Bishop does. So let's see if he rolls a wild on this defense. 7 dice Mystic into Bishop.
Nope, didn't hit it.
He's got another heal trigger.
Okay. Yeah,
So
3
you're
damage and a
seeing.
heal trigger. Sure, love to see it.
All right, so that was the first action from Doctor Strange. He does have one more action, and also, so if he gains any power here, Strange might consider using the Extremist console and healing that last point of damage, undoing all of the work that Kurtis had done so far to his team, other than Shang-Chi flipping.
Wait, I thought Kurtis was playing Hellfire. What? Why is Schmid healing all of this damage from just
Yes.
incidentally? What is this?
All right. Schmid doesn't roll anything great here, but it would put it.
That's
Oh,
enough.
it goes into a Koi. So yeah, Koi goes
Yeah, puts on
down.
a Quay. That's perfect.
That's one health on Strange, which he then heals. So there we go. Strange is at full health again. Pretty wild.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yes, great. That was great from Strange. He cleaned up Toad. He took down a Koi, so no more bodyguards this round for Shang-Chi to have to fight through. And yeah, Voodoo is holding a piece. The only way for Kurtis to get back a piece is through attrition, and all of Kurtis's characters, or sorry, he does have robbery, but where's his Rhino? His Rhino is
It's right next to
about to take from
Magic.
Magic. Yeah, so
I assume Magic's
ooh,
probably gonna get robbed here. Although she has to like cough up a damage, she
yes,
does
she
have 4
does.
defense and reverse pierce, so maybe
It could be a disaster for Kurtis if that's if
it
he
could be absolute disaster town. Yeah,
yes. Okay.
yeah. It looks like he's contemplating throw angles here.
He's looking to get Shang-Chi in a spot that he's away, but man, Shang-Chi on his flip side is quite different. He loses his jump kick. He gets 64 infinite palms, which changes 1 inch punch stays the same, so he gets that. But he loses his flow like water and he gains
Mhm.
cleansing strike. So he no longer can pay 1 to use flow like water to advance short after the attack is resolved. So it's really just the charge that gets him out of move action efficiency. And uh, let's see though, if you target Shang-Chi, of course he can then advance short off of that. So it's an alternative form of movement. And of course we're looking at the 10 dice mystic attack that um, could be comboed with Plane of Plodok. So let's see what Kurtis does if he wants to try to negate Shang-Chi's activation to some degree.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It looks like yeah, it's Bishop throwing Shang-Chi, so makes sense. And then you get like a double tap with bishop potentially, so. Alright, I guess he's kind of reconsidering a little bit where he's gonna go.
If Shang-Chi like bumps into anything, he'll get to bounce with the Convocation leadership.
Right, exactly. And then you can just be completely out of range of bishop, which is very funny. And undo the exact thing that you're just trying to set up.
Yes,
And
yes.
with like charge, Shang-Chi is then in range to like literally come right back at bishop, which rules, so.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay. Well, hopefully Kurtis doesn't play himself with this.
Ooh, he will be bumping that piece.
Oh, he
Let's
sure
see.
is.
So this is interesting. Will he? So he has to take the damage here. So
Yep.
the question is, what does he do with this? Looks like he just
Which,
gets closer back to the action. If so, Bishop gets 2 attacks here.
yeah, he's just
Um,
going right back into range of bishop. So if bishop like attacks him, doesn't deal him damage, he can just like wild, or
no,
he
so
can just
that's
use
that's on
wild goose
target.
leaves the
Yes, he
flock
can.
anyway.
He can, but he didn't spend on it, which I've made this mistake. I'm worried if
Uh
this is a
huh.
mistake where he's not paying the power now. But
Yeah.
Bishop rolls nothing, so ultimately it doesn't matter if he
He
does.
he's reading it right now. He's like, oh crud.
Yeah, but it didn't really matter too much because he didn't
Yeah.
take any damage. So let's see if he spends it now. He also wouldn't have enough power to do a spender if he did, in fact, um, if he did in fact pay for Wild Goose leaves the flock. But this is
I don't think
also
you really
gonna,
need the spender here. So
yeah. So then you're just going to. It also gets you a short advance back into the spot.
it
Like there's
does.
so many good
Yeah.
things about this. Bishop gets placed off of the secure if he does this. So going into Shang-Chi here
Yeah.
is difficult. You also have the sacrifice into Rhino is what he's considering.
You do have that too. Yeah. Yeah. You have so many good plays right now. So.
Yes, Bishop's already burned his displacement, which was
Yep. Yeah. He already used a
interesting
character throw. Yeah.
to burn it like at the beginning of your activation, so that Schmid has like total control over what happens next if an attack goes into him. But so maybe the sequencing there might from Kurtis might have been a little off, but and also like putting 1 damage on Shang-Chi, guaranteed damage. Like man, the extremist console can like undo that too.
Mm-hmm.
And also like the wild goose leaves the flock could also like I don't see a spot for Shang-Chi. Maybe you can fit him in there, but it Toad was in there, so you could
Yeah.
probably
Toad was in
okay.
that spot. Yeah. He can 100% fit.
All right. So then there's no real issue about fitting.
Okay.
In theory,
So he's
then
not doing that.
he's going into someone else potentially then, or oh okay, he's just doing the
Nope.
attack.
He's just getting shot. But
Oh, Shang-Chi's
okay. Coin
blocking
flip for a
it,
damage, I guess. Okay. Well, I'll take one.
and he gets another.
Which.
Once per turn bump, so he won't get to bump
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. No more bumps.
Oh,
But
hold on, what's going on here?
yeah, he just reminded him. Yeah.
All right. Sometimes, even if you played an affiliation 70 times or more, sometimes you just you're so
Yeah.
into the game. It's so intense that
I took damage. I get to bump. I took
yes,
damage. I get
yes,
to bump. Yeah.
yes. I mean, to play Convocation well, you basically have to have that mindset,
Uh huh. Exactly.
and then rely on your opponent to stop you.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, this is intense here. Shang-Chi is gonna go where Toad probably was here.
Yeah. He's
He's
probably
got
charging right
this is a
back into
charge, yep,
the
and now
crap. Yeah.
he has to do his builder here with the charge. The
That's
10,000.
totally fine. I think
Yeah.
you
Oh no,
just.
poor Shang-Chi after rolling a
I
6
know.
dice attack,
Yeah.
10,000
So you
shape
like.
strike
The really gross thing is that he gets to remove condition
and
and the
heal.
damage.
So plus with the extremist heal means he's going to go
Yeah.
back up to 0.
Yep.
So man.
Yeah. I think you just slap Bill here for sure. Just like try to get the stagger on him.
So the what about the if you attack into Bishop? Okay, I see. Cuz you have to either do the healing or you can do the push.
Right, yeah, you get one or the other. So you take like probably the healing and like the free damage into Beta Ray Bill first. Oh no, he's going for. Oh, he probably chose Mystic.
All right.
Which okay, well,
Doesn't
sure.
pay off. He does block it. So let's see what he does here. Does he pay for the heal?
Almost assuredly. He might push Bishop away too.
There's the
Oh, he was
fall
following
back.
back. Okay, that seems smart. Just get the
Um,
hell out of Dodge.
Very interesting. So now Shang-Chi. So now that the fallback has happened, which is before Curtis allocates the damage to his character, and
Yep.
now Shang-Chi can choose what ability he wants to use with his 64 infinite palms superpower.
Yeah. That's too many words to say. I don't like it.
I like I like saying them because it's like it keeps it like I don't know. It feels more real.
Sure, that's fair.
I mean, it's like it's not
Not
like
everything is a bing bong, right?
Okay, yeah, yeah, interesting. Yeah, yeah, you can't be more. Can you be more creative than the attacks that and the abilities that Shang-Chi has, Johnny? I don't know. It's a tough
I don't
ask.
know. Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty
Sure, I
good
can get
though.
like some weird gibberish nicknames in there after playing him a couple of games. I'll figure something out.
Yeah, of course. Okay. So let's see. That was Shang-Chi's first action here. He's now
Yeah.
got.
One action. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just punch Bishop and YOLO it. He's already activated. You can like push him off the point too
If you do a
and
if
clear it
you do the
off.
spender here, you don't have the ability to heal. So I think we're almost we're gonna see the builder, the 10,000 shape strike.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah, you can also be able to push Bishop off. So
Oh, yo, he is or he is
Spender,
spendering.
Spender into
Let's
Bishop.
go.
10 dice Mystic.
Well,
Ooh. Well,
that's
is
okay.
it enough? It's not enough. It's 5 into
Uh,
1, takes
you're
4.
cranking him for 4 though, and you still have a Rhino and a Voodoo left to go.
And he is holding an extract, so it's like,
And he's holding stuff too, yeah. Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about that is like you don't get to heal Shang-Chi afterwards.
yes.
And you're like blowing his like power wad as well in case somebody does attack him from up close. Being able to like wild goose them just feels pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so it was, I mean, it was just slightly below average or 5, like, I mean, 5 successes out of a 10 dice initial roll.
so you get like 6, they probably like he probably blocks like 1 to 2 and takes like 4 and just survives
Like,
more
so,
often than
yeah,
not.
yeah. So this is
So
realistic, is what just happened.
yeah, that was expected, yeah. But it puts the Fear of God into Bishop now. And when he like comes back next turn, does he have enough to like blow his power threshold?
He will if he takes another damage.
Okay, yeah. What a silly model. What were they thinking when they made that?
Yeah, Hellfire is like the best place for him though, right? Because obviously he can heal that one hit, that one damage he does take uh, in the with the leadership. In if he's on the secure, right? If after he flipped he won't have an extract, so maybe that's why. But also, yeah, Kurtis likes Bishop generally for the incinerate and stun immunities, which Emma and her leadership they are tend to they the way the leadership works is you want to be putting characters on secures if they're not holding extracts, and Fisk and Demons are two secures that punish you pretty hard with stun and incinerate if you do stand on them. So that's the kind of the idea, but I think obviously it was for the size 4 displacement on Rhino is what he probably brought him for in this case, and the double and ability to bring double twos. So
Absolutely.
let's see how the rest of the game goes for Bishop. But Emma has moved up here, ready to throw dice. It looks like sacrificing a
Gosh.
VP on the secure to do this.
It's the defense
Spender.
straight into Shang-Chi. That feels... Yeah, it's not
Whoa,
hateful.
that's
Okay.
big. Blocks 3 on Shang-Chi. But
So takes
7.
4 and a throw kills him.
Wow. He was. Hold on. 3.
Or 7, so he takes... Because
7
he
into
should get...
3. Does he
He's
have?
within 3, right? He gets blanks, yeah.
So it's 4. Did we? Hold on.
Do we miss something?
1, 2, 3. It should be enough, right? He was at 1 health. He didn't heal.
Yeah, that should be 4, 5. What's the throw? Yeah, it should have been enough to get him. Yeah,
All
okay.
right, there we go.
I got there. All right. Well, Schmid's greedy play of making the
Yes,
spender
yes.
came back to own his
It
ass.
did. Yes,
Sad
yes.
days.
That was tough, man. Shang-Chi had
Yeah.
he had everything in his kit to
I
keep
know
him
he had the
alive.
world. He had the world in his fingers, and he just slipped through. Well, that's yeah, kind of big. Yeah, losing Shang-Chi just to that is probably worth the Emma giving up a point.
Yeah, sets up the rest of the game here. We have yeah, losing Shang-Chi for rounds 4 and 5 is gonna be big. We're seeing Rhino now going to in a magic, which could go either way here, and we're seeing a block from Magic. Let's see if she gets the reverse pierce. She does not, so she doesn't get to get extra power from that attack. Whoa, hold on.
This is magic attacking Rhino.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I see now.
Other way around, yeah.
So looks like Rhino is doing aggressive in order to
Yeah, get
in order to
within
get
one
within
here.
robbery. So now he's got robbery. Interesting. I guess I guess he Schmid felt like he had to do it this way. But he gets a good roll. But Kurtis does have a phenomenal block here, so it looks like Rhino isn't taking too much. Taking 2 damage
Two.
on Rhino.
Two.
Too much,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. And now Schmid could bump away a micro amount, right? Bump away enough to be outside of range 1 of Rhino.
Yeah. Magic has to get attacked first.
Oh no, sorry, I meant like with her superpower.
Oh, you mean yeah, just jump away that way.
Looks like she's gonna opt to do
Just
that. Get
yeah, just
basically
getting
her
the hell out
power.
of dodge.
Um,
Yeah, Rhino has enough to stampede attack her, but yeah, if he deals damage, you get to bump
I
away.
think the
So
stampede is what. Yeah, so you must. I think you must pay 1 at least to bump outside of range 1 of Rhino here, but stay on the point, right? Because Rhino isn't covering
the
the
point, yeah,
secure completely. So if you can like play that line of being contesting still, but also outside of Rhino, like you can definitely do that. So I'm sure it's Schmidt hasn't. He's put an activation token on Magic, so I think he might have
yeah. I think he's like talking
opted to
it through
leave
and
it there.
just okay. Clock's on Kurtis now, so
All right, let's check. Let's do a clock update here. Schmid has got 32 minutes. Kurtis has 31. So
yeah,
ultimately, lots of uh, lots of time left.
yeah.
Okay. So Kurtis is looking to go now. Let's see. He's got Rhino and Bill left versus Voodoo and Rhino. Rhino is about to take one of the scrolls back from Schmid's side. What are the VPs looking like right now? So if Rhino takes that VP and if he stayed there, he would be at that'd be two extracts for Kurtis. Would he be holding any? He'd be holding the secure that Rhino's at. Would he be holding the other one? Um, Probably
It'd be
not. He wouldn't
neutral.
be.
Oh
No,
yeah,
he'll be winning it because he's got Schmidt has got Rhino and Strange on that point.
yeah. He
But
currently has control of it. Yeah, Bill
so
might walk over there, grab it, and just throw Rhino off. That's
yeah,
probably the line,
right now we're
or
looking. It's
just like
looking pretty even overall on this round, which is intense. So I think that basically Kurtis is hoping that the parity will slowly shift and break in his favor because Schmid only having 4 models to Kurtis's 5 going into next round.
yeah, it's for sure. Okoye's pretty pick upable by Schmid if she doesn't like go early. The Strange can just like double tap her there and probably put her down.
Yeah.
So
The one
okay,
thing that's interesting here is that big Emma spender into Shang-Chi, getting through even if like Shang-Chi lived on 1 there, like Bill the move probably almost certainly would have been to have Bill just throw Shang-Chi to get him. So it's like so even if he didn't do the spender there, Shang-Chi didn't do the spender, he probably was going down. Uh,
Rhino can heal him.
although there's also sacrifice available, but yeah,
There's sacrifice.
Rhino can heal
Rhino
him.
has a heal.
You're right. You're right. So, all right. So we have
So
the robbery going off here. Kurtis paid 4 power for that, and he picked up the scroll and now gets pushed away
Oh, that's great. That's a good way to go because I'm pretty sure Rhino is about to go like rotate to the bottom extremist here.
There he's spending 3 for the Stampede, so
Yep.
Rhino still
Yeah,
has 2 actions at this point.
he's like a speeding bullet to that south point. So
All right. So this means that Bill. Okay, so who's going last? So Schmid is still going last here.
yep, yeah, Schmid is last activation.
I would imagine. Okay, so let's see here.
So funnily enough, Voodoo could make an attack and then come and possess Rhino. He just needs a power
Very
to like kind
interesting.
of disrupt him.
Who is currently possessed? Is Bill still possessed? He must
Bill
be.
is possessed, yeah, because Voodoo hasn't taken attack, and the only way he can recall Daniel now is through recall spirit and being
Yes,
attacked, or
exactly.
if their model gets dazed. So
Yep, very interesting. Bill could also throw Rhino into Strange is another situation that you might see if Kurtis opts to go for a more damage heavy approach to his Bill activation. But it is Schmid's turn to
yep,
activate, so let's see what he does. He's got Rhino and Voodoo left to go.
yeah, it looks like Rhino is trying to attack Emma because if you can attack her, flop to the other side of her and go take the extremists. You're feeling pretty good, but he was just out, so that means he's probably out of range unless he can put 2 damage through on Emma for a slide.
Yeah, I mean you could kind of chain it a little bit maybe with you go into Bishop first and then you go
Oh
into
yeah, Bishop's still alive, isn't he?
yeah.
Haha.
And then then you could go into Emma there, but you would need to get a 1 damage off of Emma to make that happen. To get this like the slide online. But also if you're paying for the slide, like you're not Hellfire. You can't just pay for a slide and expect to have it
Yeah,
next round. It's like you kind of want to utilize it. So,
for sure.
you're stuck in a spot where if Rhino's opening attack no matter what is going to be a 5 dicer. Yeah. Oh, so but then also if you attack Bishop, your next attack is also guaranteed to be a 5 dicer because he only has one power to give out. But anyway, where it looks like we're
Okay.
seeing
Huh.
probably Rhino into Bishop here.
Yeah. Yeah. Rhino attacking Bishop might be. I don't know if he's within range 1 or not
He
there,
gets
but.
him exactly one.
Okay. That
That's
might be. Yeah, I guess depending where Rhino wants to go, that might be a trap.
he's gonna put it in a spot where Bill can't get it on a single move, and potentially,
Uh, he. Yeah,
I
he.
think the body block on Strange. I would have been
Yeah,
a
it's
little more
pretty tight
cautious if I
in
was Schmid
the
on that placement.
statue.
But okay. So now what are we gonna see? We're gonna see Rhino go into Emma here. Emma has 2 power. She can flip to her other side. But it
Yeah,
looks
she's
like
not doing that. Yeah, that's not happening.
yeah, Kurtis loves taking the damage on Emma Frost on this side and then flipping over with a lot of
Okay,
power.
well, I guess she'll just take all the
Whoa.
damage.
Big hit here.
Sure. Yeah, just crank her
Takes
for 4. Sweet.
4. There you go. Now you get to Stampede away and then also Stampede back next round. Ta-da!
Hooray. See? See?
Great.
What are you talking about? Only Hellfire can. But anyone can do that. All good.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Schmid probably, I'm sure, very happy with that roll. It also sets up the ability to daze Emma earlier in the round to shut down that activation, which kind of cancels out the Shang-Chi's inability to activate next round a little bit.
Hell yeah.
So we'll see if that ends up being the case. Well, we do have a robbery, but that's
No.
not of no because it's gonna cost 4. So
He's not robbing anyone right now. So
I wonder. Okay, he's basically what he's doing right now
he
is
he's pre-measuring. Yeah.
he's making sure his stampede doesn't push him past the point and gets him into a spot that is uh, optimal for next round. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to go like way to the board edge. He'd rather be
And
on
he
the inside
also.
of the point.
I also don't know if he wants to eat the hot dogs here. It looks like he's going. I think, given where everyone is, you can probably leave them. They're only going to deal like damage to Rhino if they get thrown into him, and he can use it as a weapon to like against Emma. Okay, he's just blow him up.
Okay, well there you go. That's pretty. I think that was a pretty great activation for Schmid's Rhino.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not bad.
yeah. So now he does abandon this point with Bill to activate, and then followed by a Voodoo activation from Schmid. So let's see what
Uh,
Bill does here.
well, we'll see. Bill might not fits in there. It's kind of tight.
Yeah, let's see. There's a risk
It's
involved if you
there's
can't
definitely
fit.
some risk here. Yeah.
Oh, looks like I think he's gonna make it. All right, but let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
you're
see.
right. He's repositioning.
There is a little hand sticking out here. I'm not sure if the players
I
talked
know.
about it beforehand.
Yeah.
I mean, like, would you say something about this? Obviously, like the terrain and what counts as terrain and what
I
doesn't was
think
something
it's
that they would have discussed.
prob. Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay, so we're seeing a throw on Bill here.
Yep. You
Or
definitely
sorry,
don't
Bill
want to.
throwing Strange.
Yeah.
And is attacking into Voodoo with his 5 dice builder. So it's 5 into 2.
Yep.
Whoa,
No,
whoa,
it's
whoa.
Mystic.
He
It's
must have.
it's it's Mystic.
Oh,
Mystic.
yes, because of books, right?
Uh
Because
huh.
books were played.
Yeah. So he gets no power.
Oh, I forgot about that
So
combo.
funny thing, even if he were that power, he can't pick up that scroll because he's
Yes.
still Danieled.
Yes.
So that's a very funny bait into that. So
Very interesting. And it puts Schmid in
I'm
a
pretty sure
decent
Schmid
position.
wanted to take damage from that,
Yeah.
or rolled better and got like a skull or something. So he can just
Yes.
go and possess
Yes.
the opposing Rhino and just like deny him all of that.
That would have been really big.
That
Um,
would have been huge. Yeah.
but let's
Alas,
see.
here we are.
Yes. Voodoo could okay, so could Voodoo just rotate away from Bill because Bill still can't pick it up, or does someone else pick it up instead? Like what do you do? Go with violence with Bill into Voodoo? I feel like you
I don't
got
know.
two
Yeah.
attacks into Bill. He doesn't have any damage reduction on the first one. It feels tempting. Bill's gonna have 3 power every round anyway. So
You also have enough money for Staff of Ligma as well afterwards, so you can hit him, hopefully crank him for a couple points, and then just power burn the shit out of him with
yeah,
Staff.
potentially that is true. The okay, so it looks like
Yeah.
yeah, Schmidt is
Yeah.
definitely the kind of
Schmidt is
guy.
violence. Why are we even debating this?
I know, right?
Oh, sure. All right. Yeah. Just take
Oh
your casual
wow.
5.
So takes he'll take
Is
4
the throw
before
before or
reduction.
after
It's
damage?
it's after, and it's size 2,
Damn.
so
It is size 2.
he
Yeah.
gets a
Oh,
throw
he's
as
getting
well.
thrown though. He's gonna force him to burn power though. Absolutely.
Yeah,
There's like
so
no question
it
on
is an auto
this.
throw.
Yeah.
It is away as well. No, sorry. There's any direction. It's any direction.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
All right. I'm doing finger adjusts here a little bit. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you like threw him right into the statue. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, big for that's a huge play. Now, you have to go into him again, right, to flip him, right? He does lose the
Oh,
token
no
if he does.
doubt. That's fine.
All right. Oh, hold on. Whoa. So Kurtis
He
opted.
went down. He just decided to not
Yeah,
reduce it.
reduce. Gotcha. He did go down there. And Voodoo has
Yeah.
tons of power now to to recall his spirit if he gets attacked, or to double possess maybe in the future.
Spirit already
That was the
returns, right?
first attack.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So he can go and possess Rhino if he wanted to. Oh, but
Yeah.
he opted not to. Okay. Interesting that he didn't do that.
It
That
ends
makes
up being
sense.
like the same. You get a point either way, and this way you keep
Oh,
like
okay.
Voodoo in
You're
the fight,
stopping one
threatening
point
what.
either way. I see. So that makes
Yeah.
sense.
And that way you get to keep like all the power on Voodoo and just threaten that
Just
again next
yeah,
turn too.
double staff leg, but maybe even 2 could be set up. So,
Yeah.
all right. Wow. That was big for Schmid. He has the lead 11-9 now. That's
Oh.
because he scored. How did he score? How did he go from
He had
that score?
2 and 2. He had
Uh,
like the two.
Rhino, and Voodoo
Yeah,
scored
Rhino
him
Voodoo, and then
both
yeah,
2 and
Rhino
2.
Voodoo each got 2, 2 and 2.
There you go. Look at that. That's what you want to see from Schmid. And Kurtis, of course, gets 1 extract on Rhino and 1
Yep.
secure on Rhino, only
Yeah.
scoring him 2. Schmid is in the lead here. Wow. The aggressive plays into Hellfire look like they're paying off, but Hellfire
We'll
has.
see.
Yeah, we'll see. There's a lot of
They're a
games
little
still.
glassy. Definitely. Ironbound books are up though again because Shang-Chi gave himself to the cause a little bit on that one. So
Yes. One thing
so
to
yeah.
one thing to note if you're a Convocation player or you're new to Convocation is that you the when you get if you play your books card, the moment in time in which you can get the card back is as soon as the character is KO'd. If you forget to take the card back as soon as the character is KO'd, as part of that reaction, you then, and it's like the next power phase, and you're like, oh, by the way, I get books back. No, you have missed your window, and uh, and I'm sorry, but read your cards, basically. Uh, but okay, hold on. Lucas, does Bishop take damage? Says at the start of the power phase, but not sure what that means.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's the start of the power phase. Since you've got it. Yes, well, Bishop. Hold on. This was. Does Bishop take damage after he gains the power?
that's a good question.
Because he gained power and he went to 8 from the power gain. So one
Right.
sec. So one sec.
What is superpower?
He does not take damage. Says nobility. But hold on. Let me just.
Okay, Dean saying yes, Tugger not
Dean. All
saying,
right.
or yeah,
Whoa.
Dean said no, Tugger not said yes.
It goes before
Okay.
power damage. It goes before power damage. Okay. Oh, we got the source. Perfect. Step 1 does overload. Yes, that's correct. Yep. All right, we got the forum
Well, it looks
post.
like there's forum post. Okay, cool.
No. Um, power check is
Okay, it's before
power
damage. Yeah.
gain.
Okay.
All right.
Well, at least he has that one like simple, sweet grace, I guess, to not take
Yes, it's
damage when you're
7.
on
So
character
7
card.
is the magic number to be at to avoid the damage. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. So Bishop is in fact much better than everyone thought. Okay, all right. Kurtis. Fun fact is Kurtis is really high on Bishop as a character this season. He played him into a Mystique Brotherhood team and did an area attack that just basically dictated the like it just like ended the game from a separated the game from being close to being pretty much over with a single Bishop spender. And ever since then, Kurtis has been very high on Bishop this season. We're seeing a priority out of
Oh
Kurtis.
no.
What's happening here? Who's attacking?
This is Ride the Lightning from Bill into Voodoo.
Oh, and he hits him for 5
All of
damage.
the
All of
damage.
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he should be able. Oh, he's gonna try to
What's
go to
the
sack
why did
range.
Bishop move that far away? I guess I don't understand why he's that far away.
Well, Bill picked up the scroll and then
Oh, he
he
got
got
pushed.
pushed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I would have
The
loved to
first guy to
see.
fail.
I'm surprised Schmid didn't like try to push Bill into a spot that, or throw Bill into a spot that would have prevented the Bill from grabbing it with a right off the hop. Um, but anyway, sacrifice is now online, so I think that's the concern that, or that's what Schmid has now set up.
Exactly, yeah.
Another thing that so this is interesting. In hindsight, maybe the how Kurtis was how high Kurtis is on Bill in his current team um, is like giving me a little bit of a flashback to his confidence level with Cabal going into last season, and which of course didn't work out for him. So maybe he's getting a little bit of the Kurtis gets a little bit of the he rolls well with the model, and he it's like a pet favorite type of situation. But I mean, I'm saying that, but Kurtis brought like an amazing squad here. So let's see if it's still plenty of game to be played. So let's see
Absolutely, yeah.
how it ends up. But he's opting to move Bill and throw Voodoo, which will guarantee the days because Brace is gone from Schmid's side.
Yep.
So that was really, really good for Kurtis. It means that Schmid now only has 3 characters to activate this round. To Kurtis's 5 so far. So let's see. Strange doesn't have enough power to scalpel in, so he's looking to throw. He's looking at maybe a move and a throw action here, or move attack, teleport into a scroll grab. I don't know. There's.
Yeah, I don't hate that. You could also just like sit there and shoot daggers at people too.
Yeah, I mean, like
that's probably not the line, but it's there.
I'm worried about like as soon as Kurtis gets that extract lead, I mean, it's hard to rip them from him.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Whoops. All right.
Right now is Renobbery up still, so
Oh, that's
ultimately
that's a
like
good
worst
call.
case scenario, he can like walk steal something, and then just run away. So, and he doesn't even have to take it as long as he's just like disrupting Kurtis from scoring points. That's what's important. So,
Yeah. All right. So Schmid could pass here. So let's see if he does that or if he opts to choose violence. Yep, that's right. Brady mentioning that if Bishop can displace Schmid's Rhino if he so maybe putting the pressure on Bishop to activate before Rhino will help keep Schmid win some secure VPs or
absolutely, yeah.
block VPs from Kurtis' side. Um, that days on Voodoo was massive because if Schmid was able to get pick up an extra VP somewhere, maybe through then he would have won the game going to 16. Look, this is looking like a 5 round game,
For
unless
sure. Yeah, I think we're going to another round.
yeah, unless Kurtis can figure out a way to score
He has to get 7.
three. Yeah, that's sorry. He has to get almost
So,
perfect score here
yeah,
to
he has to get all 4 and whatever.
yeah.
So,
So that's probably not happening. It
okay.
looks like we're seeing a builder or spender into Rhino from Emma. I
Oh,
think. Oh no,
she's
sorry.
transforming.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
No,
Rhino's
Rhino's
throwing.
attacking Emma. Rhino's attacking Emma.
Yeah, Rhino's
Look
throwing
at
horns
that.
there.
Emma transforming.
And then she's going to get
Oh, look at
bodyguarded
that.
in.
Very cool. Both players using effective use
Which,
of the range 1 bumps.
honestly, this isn't bad. Because you can put. So Rhino goes literally off of Okoye. Beta Ray Bill can then get Rhinobreed and just like yeet it off into space.
Also, you've got the range 2 statue to throw into Okoye, and you can play brace on that from Okoye. Okay.
Yeah, you could. She has the brace up, but
You could also throw into Emma maybe and take her to she
Amma
can't play
has.
brace, right? So
Uh,
she transformed.
she can't play
Whoa,
brace,
whoa, whoa.
but
She used the wrong
oh yeah,
model too, didn't she? She's on the
yeah. That's Curtis always is terrible with the model. They know which one it is.
yes. So that's important. That's important. But she currently can't play brace because she cannot play tactic cards on this
Right.
side, which is interesting.
It is. She is clean upable. Uh, yeah. Rhino has 6 power, so as long as he gets like 1 or 2 damage through into a Koye, that's pretty alright. Yeah, like just being able to steal the token from Bill means that you're just putting like the game into another round, and that's kind of what Schmid needs to. Or if he just gets 5 points too, that also just ends it. You could do that. So
Yes, yeah. That's it's much easier for Schmid to get
okay,
5 than it is for let's see here. Okay, there we go. They're fixing the placement. Perfect. You love to see it. Good shout on
nice.
that. For all right. So now we're seeing Rhino being placed right there. I'm interesting why he placed like max range 1 on a Koei if that mattered at all.
Yeah, I don't know either.
He's going to looking like he's going to stampede in again. He's going to
Did they
stampede in.
make the attack already and we just missed it?
No, no, no.
Or
This is the he attacked once. It got bodyguarded to Okoye. Rhino placed before the damage, and now is stampeding to set up another attack into Okoye.
okay, okay, gotcha.
Probably. Or he's oh look at this. He's first setting up. There we go. There's a terrain throw into Emma. So he stampeded into Emma a terrain throw, and
Okay,
Kurtis
nice.
blocks 2, takes 1 on Emma.
Damn.
That's man, Schmid. You're Schmid rolling there. You're really hoping that you get a break in the, and he's going into Emma again. Emma's
Yeah, and I'm
Okoye is
assuming
bodyguarding.
Okoye takes this one. Yeah.
All right, 7 dice into Okoye here. No robbery online anymore because he burned through his power. All right, so let's see what happens there. If I was Schmid, I'd be very cautious about where your placement is on Rhino because Bishop can throw you, and getting Rhino thrown into Doctor Strange is a thing, but maybe giving Strange power is not worth it. It's hard to say. It's giving Strange, man. Imagine
Yeah,
letting
Strange getting
Strange.
like juiced up or whatever might be bad.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it was. I didn't go Kurtis' way
Yeah, it
last
didn't
time
go
either.
great.
But
Yeah, it didn't go great. Yeah, no, not at all. So, yeah, I wonder where he'll place after the attack once they eventually roll it. They're doing lots of thinking here. I guess he's thinking about the bodyguard or not to see if it's like where the tram or
yes,
way to go down. So,
yes, this game is pretty intense. Another game from Kurtis and Schmid. Both players obviously very strong at the game. And yeah, Schmid is showing what he can do with Convocation. It's really cool to watch. A lot of great decisions being made.
looks like Emma's taking it. Oh, she's taking it all right.
All right, so
Oh,
ooh,
maybe. Oh, God.
this could double
No, don't do
convert.
it. Okay, good. It did not.
Okay, all right. Schmid
Needs to
gets
be
the
some.
damage.
Yeah, needs to be some
He's
justice in the
having to
world
work for
here.
every inch here. Schmid is a little bit.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's all right though. Like
there we go.
you got that. You're denying the 1 point.
Okay, so the question is Magic going to be allowed to stand on a secure by herself? She's currently way down at the deployment edge or the board edge,
Almost
and
assuredly she
you
will
think
be.
she'll just stand by
So
herself? You think they'll Kurtis will let that happen? Won't contest her point?
yeah, for sure. Like he basically has to put down Rhino now and prevent Magic from being in that point to score out. And I don't think he can do both just with like his positioning and actions. And I'm pretty sure
This is
Magic
interesting.
is going to wait as long as possible to before she
This is
activates.
really interesting. I think like Schmid is like he's in an okay spot here, right? Because Bill, all three of these characters over here are injured. Rhino is the only one who isn't injured. Can't display Strange, so Strange can walk up and contest this point, um, and probably get an attack through while he does that, and then push. I mean, he could push someone away if he wanted to as well, maybe if he gets enough power, or sets up another round. But like Schmid's gonna get two VPs here, I think at least, which is fine because Kurtis is going to get what looks like how many he has three. He has three. He's gonna score 5, so it's gonna be a 14 1 point game maybe. Oh, it looks like Kurtis is opting to uh, do a double walk throw. So actually, maybe this does change the VP count for Kurtis to go to 15 maybe if I'm
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
yes.
Because so you have Rhino. Rhino can't rotate to like come and contest Strange. With like he only
Right.
has leadership's already been used this turn. He only has 2 power. I
So
don't even know if he can get to a spot where he's contesting Magic. To be quite honest.
right. So it looks like we might be seeing three extracts for Kurtis and two secures for Kurtis for 5 going to 14, and Schmid is going to score 1 on Rhino, um, 1 on Magic, and 1 on Strange, most likely maybe to see a 14-14 split. Like that's or we see Schmid try to go for some violence here and
Schmid
KO
might get.
Okoye for a
Schmid has
VP.
a good chance of like scoring 3. So
All right.
because like Strange presumably should be able to like just trump card out the North secure. He has 1 on Rhino and then the 1 on Magic.
I wonder
So
what Schmid is looking at with the medium 3. Is that the full base plus?
it's really close. Yeah, it's like Rhino threats about like 12.5 inches, like with a double walk to a point.
Man,
And
this is intense, dude. It's gonna be 14-14 right now. This is what I'm seeing on the board state.
yeah,
This is crazy. I mean, Kurtis does have the third extract, but let's see. This could be like this strange activation here. Could be impactful. However, if you take out Okoye here, you lose Prio. For Kurtis's side, which like
but is that bad?
yeah, so I
Does
was
that
gonna
really?
say like maybe
Does
it's
that
good that
matter?
Schmid
You
gets to
kind
go
of
last.
wanna, yeah, you kind of want to make Kurtis go first here, to
And
be
then
quite honest,
Voodoo can
because
go
you
last
have
and just
a
strip a
Voodoo can
piece
go
and
last, Strange can just
all right.
completely clear stuff out. Yeah,
Okoye is not dead. Can you believe it? Oh yeah, she is. My bad. Oh no,
yeah,
she's
he's
not. No,
just
she's not.
re-rolling it all.
She has only
Okay,
takes 2 on Okoye. Dang, dude, that's crazy. Okoye
Just the
does make
one. Yeah.
oh yeah, the reroll gets one more.
Yep.
Dang. What's with the
This is a
spicy?
scalpel.
Yes, he's gonna
Yeah.
scalpel Bishop or to Beta Ray Bill to
Right into magic. Yeah. That's
you wouldn't want to do that to Okoye, I guess. Like I guess what's the
no.
thinking?
Who cares? If like Okoye like double taps Strange and uh Mystic Armor mode because books are up this turn, so who cares?
Right, I'm thinking
And
about
getting
like
Bill out there
getting
too
there.
means that like you have a chance of
And Bill's
magic.
already
Like
okay. Having already
Bill has already
activated
activated.
is
Yeah.
why I'm realizing why that's a better decision. I think.
Yep. Yeah, and you like strand him out in the ocean. Magic can also like place. She threats like a media or a long stick from where she is, which I'm pretty sure would get Bill. So
Yeah.
yeah, she
So
could then like double tap him with piercing
he didn't. He didn't
attacks.
go for it though. So
Interesting.
he's saving up the power to maybe do a spender or just
Yeah, maybe that next turn or whatever. So
maybe just use a do a double scalpel next turn with a builder somewhere in there, right?
yeah, that seems totally fine too. To
Or
like force either room to like double walk so
yeah,
you don't get to do any
anything like
violence.
that. He is one of your last characters remaining. He is your only character that can displace Rhino, who is healthy, right? The scalpel will be able to
Yeah.
do that, but and um, can Emma stop the place? I don't think so, right? It's only pushes and advances. Sorry, what is
She
it?
stops. It's pushes in places. She can
Pushes.
stop a
Oh,
scalpel. Yeah.
advanced place or push. Okay, so she can stop scalpel. All right, so we are seeing a koi. What are we seeing? A koi roll here? Must be. It must be. There's
Yeah.
only other
I think
activity.
she's just going for the spender.
And Strange rolls 4, so no damage through. Did she spend for the spender there? She must. I mean, it must have. Yep, there it was. Yep. So is she gonna
Yep.
spend for spender again, or probably not? She
She's just calling it good, I think.
healing. Okay, yeah.
No,
You're
she's
gonna
like,
give Strange power if you keep
I'm
attacking.
like, I'm not gonna chance it. That's not worth it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Interesting, because the flurry definitely would not have happened if, in a lot of cases, because Schmid gets to roll the reverse pierce and shut that down. In a
Exactly,
lot
yeah.
of the time,
And
of course.
rolling 5 dice with crits and fulls, your chances of hitting the reverse pierce are pretty good. Being
Yes.
able to like throw 10 dice at it.
Enough
So
of a deterrent. So this is interesting. Oh, here we go. Another one of these. Kurtis, that's out. That's out, right?
that one's really close again. Maybe this time it'll coin flip to the pixel and actually be on.
Yes, yeah. We'll see. So the books are up still on top of this, so it's like Magic
They
might be able to
are,
just get
yeah,
more power. You might just be feeding Magic power, just like you did with Strange. With you could have done with Strange, right? It's still 4 dice
exactly.
reverse
Yeah.
pierce. So, oh man, let's see if he goes for it. This is if you do get it, if you do get the move and attack into Magic here in place, it means that you're both tying. Looks like Kurtis is just staying on the point.
Yeah, he's just staying here. It's not worth the risk, so.
All right,
Just
so
set him up
there
for
we
next
go.
turn.
So we're
You get
seeing
like
2 secures for Kurtis with 3 VPs, and we're seeing
yeah.
2 secures for
5-3.
Schmid.
14
2.
14. Let's
Wow, wow.
go.
Holy this is crazy, dude. Let's look at
Oh,
that. Let's do a time check here. We've got Schmid with 15, Kurtis with 20.
yeah.
Definitely plenty of time. So I
Yeah,
would
more than
hope
enough
the
time. There's not
players.
another round after this, I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
I would hope the
Unless
players are
absolute.
playing with their full clock or their. All right, Kurtis is gonna take a quick break here.
Okay. Seems like a great time for me to go pee as well.
All right,
I'll be right
sounds
back.
good. Oh man.
Chill your stuff. Perfect time.
All right. Yes, yes. So if anyone's watching this game, I'm hosting a Mojo Ball event. It's next month. 32 players. The signups have basically been locked in. One sec. Oh shit, I have the trophy. All right. Here we go. Blurry trophy again. Back to this situation. Ooh, there we go. So the winner of the event, there it is, gets this golden mojo. It's going to be a draft format, 4 pods of 8, and they're all going to each 8 pod of 8 will get to do a draft. The winners of each pod will then advance into the semifinals and finals of Mojo Ball. It's a lot. I've played one game so far only, but I've done a few test drafts. Both are a lot of fun. The game, it was actually pretty insane. Lots of amazing things happened and sequences that Merzane and I were able to find in our activations. And the game was actually recorded as well. It's on my YouTube channel to check that out. Also, we're in the top four here. Really awesome. Love to see all these very strong players making it. I made a hype montage that's 2 minutes long. I'm a big fan of montages from back from Call of Duty and Halo when I used to play those games, and I watch all the pros and get to see a lot of cool montages. So I'm trying to bring that into MCP. It's a weird transition to go from dice rolling and static models after watching all of these pro FPS players go at it. But yeah, also, yes, Patrick, thanks for mentioning the chat. All of the top four players were interviewed. You'll never guess where I uploaded the videos. They're on my channel. But yes, we got to see 20+ minute videos. Schmid's was almost hitting 40, of course, as expected, and so it was a very cool experience to get to interview all those players to understand what they're all about a little more. And so yeah, lots of cool content about the TTS League and Mojo Ball. It's been a pretty hectic couple of weeks here. All right,
All right.
we're
I'm
seeing
back.
we're seeing Kurtis activate first. Looks like he's going with. Oh, sorry, this is Schmid. Schmid is
Yeah,
going
Schmid is
first.
going. Yeah, this
This
is
is playing a Poldock into
strange. Yeah.
Beta Ray Bill into Strange.
Okay. Yeah. I think Bill might just be owned here.
4 into
Yeah,
Bill
crank him for
takes
3. Yeah.
3 damage here. Wow, big hits.
Yeah,
He did
so
use the his scalpel, I believe, to transport Okoye away.
he did, yeah. So the thing that's I'm pretty sure Curtis is going to go for here is he is going to aggressive back into Quay range. Oh, he's recalling it. Okay, never mind. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Even more damage. Oh, let's see. Let's see.
No,
Oh,
nothing.
2. There you go. No
Damn.
damage. Good recal there. Man,
Damn.
Curtis getting good use of recal, right? This game converted into nothing, and his last game he played, it made his attack roll even better. All right. Yes. So there we go. So Curtis
Okay.
loving the recal lately. We're seeing an
Yeah,
attack into a Koye then. Oh no, Bill
yeah, I think
aggressive,
if
and then now it's
no, he
bodyguarded.
didn't take damage.
Okay.
That was a line
Yes.
if he had taken damage, but then he decided to recal it, so
And Okoye goes down here unless he gets the reroll conversion, which he does he?
nope, he does not.
Oh, he does
Takes
not.
3 and dies. Queens are
Okoye
up.
off the board. Looks like
Nice.
Strange activated first with playing a Poldock. Bill survives, taking no damage, but Voodoo does have Mystic, so you could get.
Uh, I'm pretty sure Strange is going to scalp Bill off into the Shadow Realm here, so he can't just make like a double tap into Voodoo.
Right.
Especially only being at 1 power here now as well. It means that he's going to have a much harder time kind of being effective and displacing models.
Yeah, that's fair. It does put the pressure into Bill to activate early.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah, this
Bill,
is
I think, has to make a choice of running away here or not, so.
make Bill do homework, right, Johnny? Is what Curtis
That's
just
right.
said.
Yeah.
All right.
See, Curtis knows. He knows my terms.
What's the playing on the phone thing? You said that last time I think we streamed.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, it's just
What's
playing
that
on your
mean?
cell phone. That's the extremist consoles. The if you look at the
Oh,
token, it's literally somebody looking at their damn phone.
of course, of course. That's funny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, just like putting Bill right there. Hopefully out of 2 of perfect. Oh, it was like pixel perfect. Couldn't
Yeah,
have been
there you go.
better.
Schmid's been playing a lot of TTS. It seems like
Yeah,
getting
that's
some
right.
really good positioning. All right.
Yeah, he's just gonna put that on him. Yeah.
Well, Schmid not playing robbery this game so far is yeah, means the card has probably changed a lot more than like it's a different card now basically. Let's see if it's enough the four power change to be dialed back. If it's let's see if it's dialed back enough.
Yeah, so Kurtis is definitely in danger here. His Schmid's whole ass team is healthy. Kurtis's team is the exact opposite of that, except Rhino. So
Yes,
he's
Voodoo
very
is
vulnerable to
injured.
losing points. Yeah,
Voodoo is injured, but he of course can just rip it off of extracts off of characters. So it's like
yeah, he can literally take it off of any of them. Or all four he has
yeah,
to
so
do
that's
so.
definitely gonna be happening. So basically, you just you need to displace Strange off this point, right? Like, but how do you do that? Emma has a she's got enough power to move Spender with she looks like that's what she's setting up an area
Yeah,
attack. So
she's
she's gonna do the
might go to.
shatter. Does she have she has the terrain throw, right? So three
She
power.
does have a terrain throw. It
So
costs
she has
9
enough to
power.
do all of those things. So she
Okay,
can
yeah.
move, terrain throw, and then
Terrain throw is dangerous because unless you're butt to butt on these
mmm.
models, they can bump out and they will not get
So you're
AoE'd.
right. Good call on that one.
So, yeah, it's a little spooky to throw that piece of terrain there. It's almost
Yeah.
like Schmid just left it there as a beautiful little Trojan horse kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. The yeah, Emma. So what would you do then if you're Emma here? Are you trading places with Bishop because Bishop has the double walk throw and the last
Uh,
activation?
Potentially,
Um,
yeah, that's not terrible.
But then you have Rhino taking that point. But he can't do that before Bishop gets to go. Like yeah, so there's a lot of different last activation is pretty key here.
For sure it is, yeah.
So and how did he? So by hold on, how does Schmid wanted to get Bill here? He would have had to get Bill and Okoye to take last activation. So he
Yeah,
doesn't
he
have it
still
yet.
has a chance though. Like, if Emma comes up, makes the mistake of attacking, he can bump in and then hit Bill with like a double Legma and just like absolutely delete him because playing a pull dock is still very rest of the round. So
Oh, Bill. Oh, look at that. Kurtis is running away. Very interesting. It's I am
that's
confused about
totally
that. Okay,
so it's
because
totally fine.
Voodoo can
Like
just flip
Voodoo
this though,
easily
right?
can just well, Voodoo can just easily double walk and go steal
Yeah.
that scroll. Like there's nothing stopping him from that. So
Um so but like so then why didn't Kurtis choose violence there instead, I guess, is what I'm
because he only had one 5 die attack and who has Daniel, so he has 4 dice. So the odds of like killing him are super low.
Wow. So this is gonna I think this is going to be now they're even on extracts here and a tie game. Schmid's
Yeah,
characters left that are contesting or like near contesting secures are all going to be healthy versus Kurtis's two injured characters. But Kurtis
that's
has
right.
displacement, where Schmid doesn't. So
That's true.
that's where this could flip. This could be honestly this could be 18-18 here. Let's
Uh,
see.
okay, yeah, just bring him into the ocean with him and just like plan on getting parity. So
Let's see. Time clock here. We got 10 minutes from Schmid, 17 for Kurtis. Dang, dude. These these top four games, they're these players are not playing around. They're
yeah, no, this is great. So yeah, Curtis having last activation here is pretty. And with where Bishop is, he can like literally rotate and get the spots.
yeah. So okay, let's see here. So if you go with I think Emma. I mean, I think Emma rotates to where Bishop is my or like rotates where Rhino is if she can get there. She just needs to stand on the car.
She should be able to get there. Like double walk and she gets transformed as well.
Oh yes, yes, that's right.
Yeah, so she threats
So
like
probably
15
just go over there
inches
then,
plus.
probably, because then it forces like what does Magic do then? Magic. Um,
Magic might just sit
I
there.
think she might even go further away from Rhino so that she avoids getting attacked by him.
Yeah, that's true. He has enough now to do
Especially
that. And
because
then if you like,
Magic doesn't have books up, so it's like she's a little vulnerable.
she has a little more. Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
because you basically the idea here is you save bishop for last activation. Um, so he's going bishop
Or,
right now. Very
or
interesting.
just going bishop
So
now.
this
Yeah.
okay. So throwing Rhino away means that Rhino literally can't get on any points.
Yeah,
Um,
he's like just
but
completely
he's
staggered.
lost
Yeah.
now. All displacement is gone from Schmid's team. So I mean, this is setting up a tie game.
Yeah, it's looking that way.
So this is why I thought the bishop going last would have been better here. You can double walk and throw Strange off the points. Um, hmm. Very interesting. Was Bishop within range 3 of Rhino? I don't think he was. I think Schmid's Rhino was just like
He was just out, I think.
out. Very interesting. Um, yeah, wow. All of Schmid's
Yeah,
characters have full health here.
I think Schmid got a little too frisky with Voodoo. I think you needed to like just wait an activation with him
Voodoo did
to
have
like see.
displacement on the double attack, like the
Well, he
double
has like
hits
the
too.
he has displacement. He also like worst case scenario, you just go and deal Beta Ray Bill's extract, but otherwise you have like the option to like double walk and go steal it from someplace else if it ends up being more important that way. So
Okay,
I don't know.
magic to go. Magic to go, Rhino and Emma to go. This is like a case of Emma doesn't have and has no displacement on her on this side, so you're going for you could get a spike on Strange and win the game, right? That's how you. That's
So I think what's gonna happen here is Magic is forced to go. She's gonna probably walk as far as she can from
so she can
this.
pass this at this point if she wants to, but um, she could yeah. But I think that's you don't want Rhino to attack Magic probably.
Well, it's not so much the attack. It's
Yeah, so
you
he
don't
passed.
want.
Or no, sorry,
Okay.
it's on Kurtis. It was already he didn't need to pass. It was on Kurtis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, man.
Okay. Because yeah, I was thinking like the line is you can just have them walk, come take your extremists, and then Rhino just can like walk Stampede and go contest that, and then it goes forth. But I guess Emma's just going for the.
He's going base to base with Strange, so that when you throw the terrain into him,
Yep.
you can't bounce out of it if that's what you wanted to bounce out of the
Correct.
two. Now, Strange has already gone, so there is also you just can't bounce out of it anyway, like or else you lose the point. You just have to take this, and Schmid blocks one, taking two unless he gets the crit conversion.
Maybe. Okay. Thanks, Joe. That's fine.
All right, now we're gonna see a six power spender here. I would imagine 7 dice
Yeah. I
into
think he.
with a crit pierce. This is
Yup.
the shatter ability. Crit pierce, 7 dice attack. You transform back.
I did not roll.
Ooh, 3. Oh, no blocks. Let's see if he does
Schmidt
full
gets a
reroll.
reroll.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he gets the reroll. Yeah,
That's
absolutely. We
man.
take
Ooh,
that.
man, it's very nerve wracking because you're at 1 health if you don't get any of these. He does
Well, he's
not.
alive. I guess that's what.
Oh man, that's not ideal for Strange. Schmid does have priority next turn, which is a thing. So that might you might have to go with a Strange in order to keep your character alive. Ooh man. Whoa, what am I seeing here? Am I seeing what am I like? What am I seeing? They both have 2. You need
Magic
to.
has. She can rotate and steal Bishop's point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Hmm.
she has range.
Oh
Yeah,
my god, does she?
she should.
Dude, I don't think she does. That's game.
Oh, she's just out. Okay.
Nah, man, that's it, right?
I think so,
That's
yeah.
game. He
Yeah,
just
because
threw. He just
it's.
threw.
I don't know if it's a throw
Dude,
necessarily. I
dude,
think you need
dude.
to, like. You're forced in a spot there where you. I think you
No, no,
gotta
no,
go
no.
for
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. That was. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's game. All right. Yeah, I
it.
guess
Okay.
we're jumping in.
Alright, sounds good.
Where are they? Here we go.
I guess we make it close. Yeah.
Well, hello.
Hey.
So, Schmid, what was that move at the end?
Um,
I mean, he could either just go kill Strange, or I guess if he wanted to kill Magic, if I made it over there, then if he did, I could sack the second attack.
To
So I was like,
Rhino, and
he's
then
gonna
Rhino
he's
would
gonna
then
run
come
over
over.
there. He's
Yeah,
gonna
for sure.
slide, attack Magic. If he gets enough power, throw the car at her. If he dazes her, he's dead. But in this point, actually, he could just probably go after like slide, attack. If he does one wound to Strange, I lose
That's true.
anyway. Even
Yeah,
if
That's
it's
true.
not there.
I
So
get 2 attacks into Strange there.
Yeah. No,
yeah,
that's totally fair. Okay.
yeah. I think I'm sure there was something with Rhino. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter if I dazed Emma. She didn't do anything that turn, did she? I did daze Emma. Okoye living with so many
Yes.
random attacks. I was just like, come on, just kill the bitch. But maybe moving, maybe
you
the build thing.
Do you think Voodoo went a little too early that round?
Yeah, you're probably right in that case. And I chased Bill thinking like I had to get out of there, but
You could have waited. Like, and if
I
you
could
would have
have
been
waited
there
a
or
while
whatever.
and just said, okay, I'll go after somebody else and tie a point
Yeah.
and force him to. I almost thought of teleporting Bill near Rhino, so if he ran away, it would be near Rhino. I don't know. Maybe I could teleport somewhere else. There's probably something that turn that could have, like either not going with Strange first, like going with Voodoo first,
Yeah, I
and
was kind of
just
surprised you didn't go with like Voodoo first and like double Staff of Ligma into.
well, he had the Okoye there, so I was like, he's gonna
Okay. Well,
body go.
one for Okoye, one for.
Yeah, if I kill her on the first one, right?
Staff of
um,
Ligma's pretty good,
there was I
especially if she
thought
has
of maybe
power.
like stealing Bill's thing and then running and like possessing somebody else,
Okay.
like because I had 10 power if I don't flame. So I thought maybe steal Bill, like make Bill drop his, and then run down to like Rhino or something. I don't know. There's probably something I could have did last turn or the turn before that like would have made it a little bit. I mean, obviously it was still close, but um,
No, it was an incredibly tight game, and like it went back and forth the entire game. You
I,
guys both played absolutely outstandingly.
I
So
think if I would have dazed Emma and then killed Okoye, I probably should have just attacked Okoye with Rhino when and just got rid of her because like Kurtis did a good job of this. Like Emma dying. Right, we're going into the next turn. Emma's kind of garbage on her diamond side,
Yeah.
right, for the most
Mhm.
part. And we're sitting at she's on 1 health, right? And so maybe I could instantly like kill her at the top of the turn type thing, and the Okoye is dead. So maybe there's probably a play where like I kill Okoye instead of Emma, and then I can do the Bill thing where I'd stack the Ligma him at the top of the turn because okay, it would be dead type thing, maybe like that. I mean, I mean, I got some spikes too, so probably the biggest spike that hurt the most was the one on Voodoo. Now he could have thrown something else at me, so it didn't matter that much.
true.
And I
Yeah.
spiked him to kill him the turn before, but the fact that he could just kill me with throwing me downwards was probably what did he throw me to the thing? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was maybe unfortunately. I mean, 6 for 4. I can't complain about that with 2 rerolls, so it's not that big. But like, if Voodoo gets to go, at least like I can like possess people and stuff like that. Like it pretty much worked. Of course, we're like Shang to live one more turn, but he,
Yeah, that was my other question for you. Was after doing the spender, did you regret doing the spender? I guess instead of like just doing another punch, pushing somebody away and like healing with like the extremist console and going to full health.
yes and no. I mean, he would have died. Like, I mean, I know Emma killed him with like 7, but like I had no brace. He had Bill there. Like he was just gonna throw me into something. Like I didn't think I was living through there. Maybe it would have made him take an extra throw at me.
Sure.
But no, I did. Yeah, did I think about it? Yes. Did I regret it? Not a ton per se. No. Maybe there's probably definitely a play. I mean, there's definitely a play in there I regret somewhere. I don't know what. I think maybe Magic. I mean, she ended up being out of the fight. Like maybe there's a turn where I bring her in earlier. I did. I thought a lot about teleporting Bill over to Magic
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that you were like measuring that because he was probably within range of like a double tap out of her with like place and the place two
Yeah, she
stand
might
in
have been in
place.
range for that. I was heavily debating it.
Sure.
Um, look, right, the robbery mattered this time, guys.
It did, yeah. The Rhino or the robbery money mattered quite a bit. So
But I might have gone with him slightly earlier. How did he get over there?
he got
Bishop
thrown.
thrown
He
through.
got thrown. That's right. He got thrown and he got thrown again. He got thrown again. That's right.
Well,
Yeah, that's
Kurtis,
where like
talking about
having one more power to like slide would have been really big, obviously. I mean, I wasn't ever gonna have the power. No, Chris did a good job there. I mean, it was
yeah.
close. I mean, I gotta say I can't complain too much. It's you know, I was talking to Curtis and I was like, I think you have a much better chance to beat Sooner than I do from a list perspective. I'm just X Force is just too much just rolling dice, and I'm worse at getting rolled dice into. I'm not really worried about. I'm more worried about X Force. Sooner's a great player, but I'm more worried about X Force than I am Sooner. Um, so I'm at least I want the lunch meat men to win. So
Hell
I'm hoping
yeah.
Curtis takes it all the way. I did. I was like, man, if you have a
You
better
did it for
chance,
the team.
I did it for the team. Listen, there was a moment where I was like, if I just go unaffiliated and Curtis wins, give the harder matchup in the finals, I won't be too upset. But now I don't get to make my meme where I had like a nice picture of me beating Curtis twice in a week, and I was going to put it on a coffee mug and have it at my desk.
uh, well,
But
sad face.
it was. I'm sorry. I'll let you guys ask questions. I've been talking the whole time. Curtis
No,
is
you're
just
fine. I've been putting questions there. I've been leading you to
Curtis
where
is
I
just
want to
sitting
do. You're
there stoic.
perfect.
I
So
remember second wind. Not second wind. Squad goals. He won his game, and he's like standing there quietly. I'm looking at him like, dude, you can say something, man. He's probably doing it right now. He's just stoically there.
yeah, he's just
You
patiently
know,
waiting.
I would have liked to play him in the finals, but
We all would have
this
liked
is. I
that
mean,
too.
the TTS league is fun, but I mean, let's be honest. Lunch meets are harder than the TTS cup.
Yes, get his ass.
Like,
Get
like,
them.
like, admitted, like it's been a great tournament, but cuts is not as hard as a lunch meet is. I think
Damn.
the big reason is because no Euros do lunch meet, and Euros are like the free wins and cuts, so it's like that's probably why it seems harder in lunch meets.
As one of the European representatives who ate shit early, I respect that and accept that.
I know, right? I had that coming for like I planned that 10 hours ago to say this, so I wrote it all down. Think shit talk at the end of the game, no matter what.
That's right.
But
It's
no, it was a good
important.
game. I'm glad it was. I'm sure the fans enjoyed it. I'm sure there was plays they could see both ways, but it wasn't
Oh
just.
no, it was an incredible game. Yeah,
It wasn't just a slap dick fest in the middle, which was nice. I
yeah.
was
No, it
hoping.
could have went either way, like pretty much the entire game, and it
Dude,
was exciting.
Curtis, I told you I was coming for you, buddy. I told you I was fucking coming for you.
I know, and I told you that Bishop's the greatest model in the game, and we're gonna win a TTS league on his back. So
Garbo, man.
I mean, he
Do you
seemed
regret
pretty
not?
legit this game.
I mean,
So
he walked around and threw things. I mean, when he attacked
that's
Shang,
what he needs to do, baby.
were
Just
you
that.
do you think in hindsight? So I had no like other team to take. This was like the only team possible at 19 that was any good, and it was fine. Or 20. This was 20, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wish we played 19. Do you think? I mean, obviously Bishop did well in throwing and bullshit. Do you think though Cat and Zemo would have been better in hindsight of watching how the game went over Bishop and a two?
I kind of like how Toad was able to be pretty safe with the scroll when you grab mine, and then get onto a point. Okoye. I just like playing Okoye and Toad. I hate choosing between them, so I feel like having them both and then having an extra throw. I thought I was gonna have to deal with a Rhino, and I thought Bishop like having three ways to throw terrain at you would be probably a good thing. As I sort of knew in your list you were going to have to take Shang, and Bishop's another model that's like can shoot him out of range and hit his energy defense and throw stuff at him. So I thought he was just going to be good here. And there were a few times like when you went into Emma with Rhino, when I was considering bodyguarding, I let him hit Emma because if he ended, he could only get one power at that point, and then Bishop could move and throw him, and he wouldn't have a stampede up.
hmm
And then, there was another one where I just threw Strange to the corner because he was on 0 and wouldn't have a place in double tap. So there were just a few times where, when the power threshold got to a certain point, just kind of doing the move throw, I think helped give you some really awkward activations. And kind of without Shang and with Magic on an island and Rhino in a corner, like it just forced you to have to do a lot with Voodoo and Strange at the end.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Corey definitely living through the stuff was probably the hardest thing because it was just like a
Yeah.
lot of having to get rid of her and move her around. I definitely think I should have just tried to finish her with Rhino. The turn he
yeah.
like when he went over to throw the terrain at Emma, I was like, okay, maybe he'll block 1 of 4, which is it's fine, and then I'll attack her, get back on the point. I don't think I had a model there; it didn't matter, but um, and just kill her.
Yeah.
And I think maybe I outsmarted myself there because I would have been on the power, I would have been closer, and just having her gone would have been like much easier.
Yeah, she survived a lot longer than she should have, and when she does that, it's like just
Yeah.
really annoying. The
I got
resources you have to dedicate.
I got to do a sweet spender.
Oh, the sweet Schmid bomb. I was calling it out and everything.
That was
Like,
fun.
I called it. I saw it. I was like, oh,
Just
it's
healed
lined up.
all the damage that I did the turn before.
I was like when I did the spender, I was like, "Oh, I might just win this game here, buddy." Kill
Yeah,
it.
it was looking that way.
Did you bodyguard something there? I know you let everyone take the hit, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted to bodyguard the cleanup builder afterwards.
And you did, right?
Yeah.
Did you die to that at least? I don't even know.
Yeah,
That's what
Okoye
flipped her.
took
Yeah.
1. Yeah.
Okay. At least you died to that.
I don't know. I thought the other people could survive.
You did well. I mean, yeah, Bill's not going to die from it. I think Bill took 0. Maybe,
Yep.
maybe took 1. I don't know. There's a lot of
took a
healing.
couple. Bishop took some or something. I don't know. But
There's a lot.
it was
Extremis is like. Do you prefer Extremis over Cosmic?
yeah. I mean, the extra
Yeah.
healing is kind of stupid.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I have it in my roster, not but you pick Secures, but I do think yes, Extremis. I mean, people say it's like unbeatable in Hellfire. I played you both times on it. But yeah, I guess you used the healing a little more than I did, but I used a pretty good amount.
You used it a lot as well. Like you pretty much most of your models really weren't taking damage, and then the times that they were just healed. So
What did he do there? Yeah, there's probably a moment that could have did that. Yeah, Magic just like getting stolen and running. Like there was a part of me where I was like, should I just run Magic into like the thick of things and make him like have to chase me, right? Like with his Rhino. I don't know how much power he had at the moment, but I gave him like 4 power. Gave him 5 power. Maybe I should have just ran to like into my team and been like, "Come get me, bitch." Well, then I can wake up and like do damage, right?
for sure, yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, it was a good game. Kurtis can now not go to bed and kill himself for losing twice to me. He did end my streak though, and in my
I
streak,
was happy.
Oh yeah, so
to
you ended
end
each
your
other's
streak.
streaks. It was incredible. It's like just been such like a nice turn of events. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Curtis, do you have any other things to say about the game?
I haven't even said anything about the game, Lucas.
it's
It's true.
fair.
It's been all Schmid.
Okay, all right, that's fair. What did you So we thought an option was bringing your 2 3s instead of Bishop and a 2.
I already asked him that.
So
We did already just cover that. Yeah.
all right,
Good.
all right.
God, pay
That was,
attention,
literally
Lucas. What the
only
hell?
thing I've said. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Talk to me after the Sooner game. All right. You can ask me how I won then.
Okay. I don't have any questions. I don't know. Do you have anything else to say? That's it. You're done.
I thought they covered most of the game and stuff. Yeah.
I like playing. Well, I don't like playing Schmid because he's very good at this game and he knows my tricks and his play style is very good against me. So this was a very hard, very close game, and I'm glad I won it. So I didn't have to look at the mug and hear about this for the next
Dude, I
decade.
was totally. My wife was like, "You're getting this for my birthday next month." I had the picture all laid out, ready to go.
All the group chat would have been brutal.
I'm not as
Yeah.
bad as Curtis is. Johnny's just happy both our win streaks are done, so we don't either of us are talking shit anymore.
That's true. I do appreciate that. Yes.
All right, Curtis, take it home for the meat man. All right.
That's right.
No,
You can
I'll
do
do
this,
my
man.
best.
You
All
got
right.
this shit.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for the stream. Congratulations, Schmid, for making your placing in the top 4. That is incredible. And Kurtis, congratulations on making it into the finals. This is a huge game here between Sooner and Kurtis. So I think all of the fans of the game are going to tune into that one. So it's going to be a pretty epic match. And we're going to end the stream here. Thank you guys very much for letting us stream the game. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Thanks.
Bye.
See you later.
All right, so there we go. Wow, that was an insane game. Wow, that was incredible to watch. This I don't know what to say. Sooner versus Kurtis is a huge matchup for the MCP competitive community, and I can't wait to see how that one goes. So hopefully I get to stream it. Stay tuned. I'll catch you later.